I'm not live here. Now it's only I'm live.
It goes back a little bit. There must be an official adjudicator. Who's the most... Have him, Joe. Come. Joe. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live at the Bench. We are back for another Friday night's live stream for a few hours to keep you entertained in some way, shape, or form. We'll be here for you. Hang on.
Why is it not showing on my subscriptions?
YouTube tell me about moderators for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, so the week's gone quick, hasn't it? It has absolutely flown by last week. Crazy for the week. But we're here again. Like I say, we're here with our sections tonight. So we've got Simon looking at all the latest kits. We've got Roland with what you finished. Questions for the crew with Dan. We've got Paul's question of the week with Mr. Lewis. We've got Alan looking at things we've all been buying. Mr. Scattergood, who's going to be looking at all your works in progress. And Luke's not here with us. Mr. Woody Boy is not with us tonight, so there is no what you screwed up, although there is a post out there from Daryl. And no Adam tonight either, unfortunately. We're supposed to have a special guest tonight, but they're pulled out. So they're live. Cam was supposed to be joining us again. Mr. Jonathan Kaminsky, a.k.a. Cam, is supposed to be joining us, and he's not with us, unfortunately. So we are here. So, yeah, hope everyone's a good week.
Lovely.
Like I say, got any questions or comments, you want to say hello, say hello in the chat, and we'll read the chat in a minute. Have you had a good week?
Yeah, fairly good.
Yeah.
Busy one.
It's flown by. Absolutely flown by.
We'll film in anticipation of going for food tomorrow, Paul.
Yes, looking forward to that. Definitely. Sadly, we did get some sad news today about an old friend of ours. Dan, you going to have a little chat?
Yep. So before we dive into everything, a few of us found out today that Sam McCord, who was a member of the live crew up until 2 years ago, sadly passed away today. So we would like to pass on our condolences to all his family and friends. Sam was a member of the live crew for a number of years, made his own choice to move on, and sadly we've none of us have really heard much from Sam over the last year or two, which has been unfortunate, but unfortunately he has passed away. I think it was today or yesterday, so we're
very sad news.
Obviously,
so,
condolences
peace,
to all his family. So yeah,
definitely. Very sad.
Yeah, so let's hope he rests in peace.
Yeah, I'm sure.
100%.
Yeah, it is sad, isn't it? Very sad.
Yeah. And for me personally, when I first joined the Hangout, Sam was a kind of regular, kind of daily on the Hangouts, and was one of the first that I probably spoke to regularly. So Sam I would have considered a friend. And it is sad to hear of his passing. And he was a good contributor on the show, and it was sad to see him leave. So, and sad to see him leave this earthly coil as well. So condolences to him and his family.
Definitely.
Yep, it is sad. That's things happen, unfortunately, don't they? It is, it does. Right. On to the show. I don't know where to go with that now. Not very often lost for words, but it was a bit of a shock today to find that out.
Read the chat.
Read the chat. Go on, Dan. Read the chat, then, mate. That'll get us.
Yeah, we'll dive into the chat, because I'm sure a few people will mention it as well. So it's probably a good way to ease ourselves back into our regular Friday viewing, I suppose.
Chaos
with
and
Sam on our mind. So first in the chat is Mr. Shorey with the evening peeps, followed by Roland. Welcome to the show. So our first genuine visitor is Dan P. Hello, all y'all from Canada.
Hey,
Dan.
Afternoon.
Hello, Dan.
Followed swiftly by Sarah and Neil with a howdy all.
Hello, Sarah.
How's it, Neil?
And our first telling off of the evening from Philip H. About time, 1 minute late.
What's Gepper? It's Gepper.
Gepper.
Thanks, Alan.
Gepper.
Yeah.
Don't forget as well, Simon.
Wayne's on.
Go on.
Go on.
Okay. Okay, carry on. Wayne Saunders in with an evening, guys. Evening, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
Stig _ Psy FPV is in, saying evening, guys.
He did tell me his name, and I'm sure it's Matt. I don't know if it is. I did ask him today, and I don't know if he responded to me because I was battling white metal this morning. It was driving me nuts.
I'm gonna figure he's into to drone flying or something with the FPV as well, isn't it? First person view, isn't it? Or
porn.
Yeah, it could be.
Right. Isn't that POV?
Let's just go with Stig.
Yeah.
Quite like Stig as a name. That's good. We'll go with Stig. Alan Parker's in with a good evening, everyone. And King Dan is in with a yo-yo peeps. The king himself. Steve is in with a good evening all. Hey, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
Dave.
Followed swiftly by Hoosier Scale Models. Hello, Paul and live crew.
Tracy.
Also, hello to all in chat. Good evening, Tracy's alter ego. Auntie Michaela is in, saying good evening, everyone.
How's it, Auntie?
As is Dean Slater with an evening all ready for another week of scripted hijinks. You better believe it.
You better believe, buddy.
There's a script there.
That was unscripted. Might better believe it. You see, off script. Hugh Gordon is in with an evening crew and all in chat. Andrew is in with an evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well tonight. Hey, Andrew.
Andrew.
And
Andrew.
Paul J. Lewis is in the chat with an evening model kit wranglers everywhere. And of course, he's on screen with us.
You know what we need to do now for Paul in the chat, because he's an official member of the live crew.
It's turning blue.
He needs to be turned blue.
Make him a spanner.
Oh.
Well, they've got him up. He needs a bit of control in there if he's on the live crew with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should have done it, Paul. I think it has. I don't know, actually, has it?
Yeah, I don't know. He can be trusted with that, but we can give it a shot.
Philip, it was me that mentioned porn, not Alan. That's Alan down there. This is me.
Paul Price is with us, so we're on to Paul number 2 with a good
Hello,
morning all
Paul.
from us. Hey,
Hello,
Paul.
Paul.
And Adam is in the chat saying, evening, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Adam. Hope
Hello.
you're doing okay as well.
Yeah. No.
Where's it jumped to? There, the scale model Chris is in saying, evening all, quick alone, a thumbs up. Will be nipping in and out all night. Well, look at you,
All right.
I guess. Tracy F says, hello, 2 thumbs up. Hello, all, let the fun begin.
How's it, Tracy?
Wrong place, mate.
Shane is in saying, evening, morning, afternoon, people, covering all the time zones. Well done. Shane.
Here we go. Nice one,
Hi,
Shane.
Shay.
Hey, Shane.
Festa is in the chat as well. Colin's in there saying, hi, folks.
Hey, Colin.
Colin.
Hey, Colin. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
Paul Burridge is in saying, evening, guys. Paul
How's
number
it, Paul?
3.
Hey, Paul.
Best name in the world. Really is the best name.
Yeah,
But it's quite
definitely
common.
popular. We'll say that.
Very common.
you need-
Best name.
Yeah.
Common.
You need quite a few till you find a good one. So yeah.
So Colin's in with an RIP Sam. Thank you, Colin. Stephen Lloyd is in saying, good evening, gents. Hope you're all well. Good evening, Stephen. Ronald De Bruyne is in saying, sorry to hear that. My condolences. Thank you, Ronald.
Hi, Ron.
Hugh also says, RIP Sam. Will always keep my first Apex from you. So he got his first Apex from Sam.
All right. That's cool.
Just Johnny is in saying, good evening all. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you, Johnny.
Hi,
Yeah,
Johnny. Good to have
definitely.
you.
Hey, Johnny.
Dean Slater's in saying that's terrible news. Condolences to Sam's family and all that knew him. Thank you, Dean. David Toops is in saying, good evening, everyone.
Hey,
Good
Dave.
evening, David.
Hey, Dave.
Digsby's in again. Digsby James, hello all. Good evening, Digsby.
Hi, Dixby.
Hi,
Good to have you.
Speak.
Brian Wimble is in saying good evening and RIP to Sam. Thank you, Brian.
How's it,
and good
Brian?
evening.
Hey, Brian.
Peter Milgate is with us saying morning, afternoon, and evening all. Hey,
How's it,
Peter.
Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Peter's
Brian
fully,
Moore is in.
sorry to interrupt. Peter's all up to speed about tomorrow, Alan. Who's been speaking to Peter?
Me. He is. He knows.
You should be waved because we'll never know that was you then.
If you haven't got the address, Peter, give me drop me a message and I'll give you the address. But you're booked in, so looking forward to meeting you, mate. Definitely.
You're going to give him the actual address and not the fake address you tried to give me.
Well, if Alan's given me a fake address for me, then Peter's going to get some
So
fake
Dan got a
address.
fake address.
Apparently.
Well, he said something about Stoke Newington a couple of weeks ago. He said, yeah, we're all meeting up in Stoke Newington.
No.
I was on to him. I was on to him. Brian Moran is in saying, sorry to hear about Sam. Great contributor to the show and a good laugh. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Auntie says, rest in peace, Sam. I'll raise a glass of Glenmorangie in his honour. Good man.
There we
And
go.
good choice.
That's it.
Hey Mika's in saying good evening all. Hey Mika.
Hey, Mika.
You're doing well.
Mika.
Daryl Masters is in saying evening all. Hope all is well.
Hey, Daryl.
Daryl.
Hey, Daryl. Jeff Light is in. Good evening, guys, and everyone in chat. Good evening, Jeff and Maggie.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi,
Hey,
Jeff.
Maggie.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Maggie.
Sam Connolly is in. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all well. Not too bad,
Australia. How's it,
Sam.
Sam?
Yes, I am.
Marcus Dale is in. Evening, everyone.
Hey, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
Stephen Burns is in, saying evening all. Well, a car failed her MOT, but it's only a couple of little things. Headlight bulbs not in properly. There you go. Easy.
That is it.
Oh, boy.
Hang on, and they didn't
be
fix
sorted
it for you
soon.
there and then. Pass it. Seriously.
Oh, honestly,
Yeah, that's good.
That is just.
it's picky.
Most garages should
can't
do that
get
for you,
that,
shouldn't
is
they?
it?
Something petty like that.
I suppose it
Yeah.
depends what car it is. Some cars you have to take the
Yeah.
front bump off just to change the headlights.
Yeah, I
It's
suppose, yeah.
a huge job.
Yeah, true. Where do we get to? Gary Knight is in saying good evening all.
How's it, Gary?
Gary.
I get it.
Steve says condolences to Sam's family. Stig Sai says it's Sai.
I was close. Matt and Si, close.
Name that sign.
No, no.
Yeah.
Daryl says, RIP Sam, I've got a broom looking for dropped parts. Thank you, Alan's Peter.
Bloody heater, man.
Yeah. Mike Hasselgrove's in saying evening everyone. Hope everyone's okay. Good evening,
Hi,
Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Philip and bringing up porn again.
I think
Philip, you're
Philip's
disgraceful.
line there a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of hellos to each other. Paul Heffernan is in saying good evening everyone and all in chat. Hey Paul and our Paul. Daryl asking has Roland had some hairdresser action.
Yeah, more
very
than a
personal, isn't
week
it?
ago. I looked like this last week already. But yeah, maybe you weren't in last week. So
Maybe he hasn't drunk as much tonight. It's, yeah.
You're wrong.
Festa
I think
offering
Joe's
congratulations for Festa offering congratulations Paul J. Lewis for his spanner.
Marcus
Thank
Paul's
you,
a
Colin.
fan.
Sean White is Sean White is in saying good evening all.
Hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Sean's
Hi,
coming
Sean.
down tomorrow as well.
Oh, okay.
Let's go for Sean as well.
He's got about 12 kids to pick up.
Yeah. A question specifically for you, Paul, on the Sierra. We can do it later or
Yes.
the panel lines on the Sierra. Yeah, we'll save that one for later.
Yep.
You can try and remember. We'll give you time. Paul J. Lewis says cheers and hello to Colin. Genitalia is in saying evening all. Thought I'd expose myself for a few hours again. Well, thank you for
There
that.
you go, Jenny.
Good to
How's it
see you hanging out.
Yeah. Rob's in saying evening all, having a rough time at the Mo, glad to catch up. Well, hopefully
Hey,
we'll
Rob.
provide some element of relief or joy. We'll do our
Definitely.
best anyway.
Yeah.
Larry Martin's in saying hello from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm on lunch. It's 1:08 p.m.
They called him Louis.
Hey, Larry.
Morning,
Good to
Larry.
have you.
Yeah, right.
Andy Callis is in saying hi gang, got in late today. Hope everyone is well.
Hey, Andy.
Doug.
Hey, Andy.
Andy.
Wayne says sorry to hear about Sam. Remember him, he was so funny. Yeah, thanks Wayne. Stuart Scale Model is in saying good evening guys, my condolences to you as regards Sam. Lovely guy, fantastic modeler, much missed. RIP Sam.
Thanks,
Philip
Stuart.
H says I heard that Stoke is being locked down from 8 a.m. tomorrow due to unsocial element visiting. Why, are you going as well, Philip?
I didn't know Philip was going. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Be good to
Philip's
see you
going
there,
out,
Philip.
Alan.
Stuart,
Alan, don't bother picking me up if Philip's going.
Stoke Newington.
Stuart Scale Model says I will raise a glass to him tonight.
Go on, Stuart.
More hellos to each other. Forever Plastic Kits. Cedric is in saying hi, Paul and the team. Very pleased to see you.
Right back at you. Very pleased to see you too.
Yep.
All right.
Ian Alexander Fife is in saying hi, everyone. Just home from work making tea.
How's
Hi,
it, Ian?
Ian.
Hi, Ian.
And Plastic Monkey is in saying even guys in chat.
Hey,
Hi,
good to
Paul.
see you.
Paul.
Hey, Sue.
Hey, Paul.
How's Sue doing, Paul?
Said she was feeling better this morning.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's awesome.
Good. A couple of lows to each other. And Master Toy Maker is in saying if it's green, see a doctor. Oops, wrong chat. Thank you, Master Toy Maker.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, and then he goes, "Oh no, it's just got here and heard about Sam." Yeah, we
don't worry about
mentioned it
it.
at the start, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. A couple of lows to each other, and we are all caught up.
Well done, that man.
Fandabadozy.
Should we have a chat about the charity side? You up giving a little bit of a spiel?
Yeah, I will put the link in the chat in a second. The charity is on the 31st of March. Donations are coming in. So thanks to those that have already sent them. If anyone still wants to donate, it's not too late. Please send me a PM and I'll give you the details.
Ty, I think Philip offered one of his Model Fatty Hero kits.
Oh, he's a better lad. Nice one.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
think he
nice.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did. He might have offered it the other week.
He is a lovely
thanks,
guy.
It's
Well, if you
pity someone
message me, Philip, I'll send you my address, mate, and you can send it in. That's much appreciated.
it's only 124th, but hey.
That should get some decent money. Well done, mate.
Thank
No,
you.
so it's on the Friday the 31st of March. We're raising money for the Alzheimer's Society and Crohn's and Colitis UK, two very worthy causes close to our hearts.
Yeah.
The auction will run for the whole night that night. I will get a list of kits available up before the auction so that people can start to look and see what lots have come in and start planning their bids. And I'll tell you all about if you're a winning bid successful on the night, I'll tell you all about what you need to do after that as well on the night. So
is there a cut-off point for sending kits,
no, not really. I mean, as long as they're here before the 30th, I think that's fine. 30th of March, obviously, not February, because there isn't one. As long as they're here before the 30th of March, then I should be able to get them sorted and into the auction.
So I just need to look at them, make sure they're all right. Everything's there. We auction off stuff that's missing or whatever.
Yeah. The earlier the better, though. And it makes life a bit easier. As Paul said, I do check them all and try and make sure they're complete. I know a lot of kits that have come in so far are brand new, but they won't all be brand new. So yeah, I mean, any donations much appreciated. The Just Giving page is up and running, so if anyone wants to just make a cash donation, they're more than welcome, and I'll put that in a chat in a few seconds. That's
awesome. Awesome stuff. Like that.
Hold on, that man.
So question for Colin in the chat. What time do you go on? It's quite late you're going, Colin, so I would have thought we'd be... Yeah.
11:45. Just so we get that out, Alan, can you deal with that and give feedback as to why?
Just killed it and straight. I didn't give feedback.
Okay, it's fine. Colin, you should be all right, mate. We should be done by midnight. Roland's like, hope to God we are.
Oh, please.
Yeah, no, you should be all right. Should be all right, Colin. Give us a pimp if you can. If anyone's got channels out there or pages, if you can give us a pimp and share size post, which is plastered everywhere, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
Paul-ISM, live streams.
Get as much interest as we can.
That's what I'm just looking for now.
That'd be awesome. That reminds me, actually, I haven't shared our post round yet.
Yeah. And I agree. I think last time we had 59 kits, if I remember rightly, and we were pretty much through it by 10:30 at the latest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we should.
We did the bidding really well, didn't we?
Yeah.
It actually seemed to go pretty quick, a lot quicker than I thought it would last time.
Yeah,
like last year.
Same here, Joe. I thought we were going to be on most of the night, to be honest.
No,
but yeah,
Colin, you should be fine, mate.
Right.
You should be well. We should be well and truly done by then, mate.
Yeah,
we'll go live at 7. The whole night's just for that, so 4 hours.
Yep.
11 o'clock will be well done, mate, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
So, yeah.
Thank you, mate, for the thought. It is appreciated.
Cheers, buddy. And pimpage would be appreciated. Cheers, Colin.
Definitely. So, yeah, let's see what we can do. I've got a whole load of kits going tomorrow with me to give to Si that a lot of the guys have bought off me and donated back into the charity, which is epic. People like Rich have sent, like, what? How many kits did Rich send? Si? It was a few, wasn't it?
About 4 or 5, I think he sent
4 or
now.
5.
Wow,
And
yeah. Oh, that's
just
awesome.
fantastic generosity. Really is quite.
I'm bringing 3 tomorrow as well.
What a legend it is.
Lovely.
So if you've got anything you want to donate, modify your hero, Philip. No pressure. Nothing at all. Anything you want to donate, we'll accept it. Just try and make sure it's new or at least, sellable.
Yeah.
Because obviously
Washed.
we're doing it for an auction for a charity. We want to make sure it's all good. And yeah, just drop Si a message and come and join us on the night. Get some bidding on the go. And let's see what we can do for those 2 fantastic charities. Si's got a link in there for the Just Given. There's a few donations on there already.
Yep.
And you can donate on there on the night as well. Perfect. We can get it all.
When are you going to start posting up the kits that are available? So perhaps not in the order of what they're going to be done, but just so anticipation.
It'll go up next week, Alan, because I've sort of held off until I've got yours tomorrow, all of yours tomorrow collectively, and then I'll have quite a list for next week.
Okay, champion.
That'd be cool. Now we can sort lots out on the week before or so, can't we? So people know what order the bids are going to go in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we always do. Sorted. Yeah, there we are. So any help we can get is much appreciated. It really
Definitely.
All for a good cause.
Is. It is.
2 very good causes, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right then.
Very much.
So we're looking at the viewers we've got, thinking what to do. What should we do first? Alan, do you want to do size section? I know it sounds weird saying that, but
Yeah. I like doing
It's
so.
not first time he's heard that word.
yeah. Included the word rear.
Ready to be dazzled.
Oh,
Ready to be
dear.
dazzled. That's sharing.
Can I just say a big public thank you to Paul J. Lewis for sorting out all our banners this week? I kind of jokingly put a bit of pressure on him last week about doing them all, and he was like, "Yeah, when I get time," and he sat and did them all last week because he's a legend.
Yeah.
In fact, he stayed up all bloody night doing them because I turned up the next morning in the hangout and he was in here with me. I was like, "What are you doing? You've been up all night." So thank you, Paul. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I'm still disappointed Luke Section's missing my BMW 1.5, but I can let it pass.
Yeah. You'll get over it.
I will.
Yeah. No, you're welcome.
Let's see how tongue-tied I can get tonight and what I can mess up. I'm usually pretty good at doing that.
Yep.
So first up this evening, we have Dan Pedersen. He says, forgot to post this up last week. First time purchase of UMP Ultimate Modelling products. Hope I got enough to last me a while. Also picked up a couple of kits off Marketplace for $50. That's approximately 30 British pounds, and a couple of kits. So from UMP, he's got lots of airbrush cleaner. He's got some of the deco solutions there, the polishing system, a couple of the polishing systems. Well, he's a baller, isn't he?
Yeah.
And lots of the
Sanders.
the polishing sticks, aren't they? They're the is it 3,000 something like that? Is it, Paul? They aren't they?
Well, then 12,000 and whatever it is, Infinity.
Yeah.
Technically,
Nice.
ones are abrasive.
Yes. Ideal on glass, those things. Polishing the glass.
Yes. Modelling glass.
Modelling glass, that is, yes. Plastic.
Been doing my windows with them.
Barretts
Yeah.
don't like them much.
And he's got himself a couple of nice kits there. He's got himself the old original Skyline 2000 GTR. And he's got himself a nice R34 from Mishima there as well, both in 124.
I wonder what the Fujimi one's like compared to the Tamiya, because the Tamiya one's a bit old now, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit rough in it, the Tamiya one.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the Tamiya one when I built that.
See if you
The
do it
detail
like
is a bit soft. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see that actually.
Definitely.
Last time when I see him next. Nice little hole there, Dan.
Very nice.
Keeping
Next
busy.
up, we've got scale model Chris. He said, evening all. The new headers are looking great. First up, little delivery from Firescale, top up on paint and some polishing sponges for the little Dremel.
Oh,
The little polishing sponges at the top.
Oh, yeah.
I've never used those. I've
Those
known a
look
lot of
too
people
big
that
to
have
me.
used them. Sorry, Paul?
Those just look too big.
Yeah. I saw somebody on YouTube using them on one of the Alpha Models kits, proper going at it as well, and I thought, oh, that's going to burn through the paint, but it didn't. So I think they're soft enough. It looks like got some nice interior colours there and some wheel colours.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That black cherry looks nice.
Yes. Yeah. And scale model Chris, he says, also a couple of kits from Kent Models, the Honda S600 and the Mazda Roadster RF.
That Honda S600 is a lovely kit. You'll enjoy that.
Lovely thought, that. Yeah.
It's a classic little car, isn't it? And an acrylic plinth to try something different on finished pictures. Nice acrylic plinth there somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless it's hiding somewhere else. I must have missed a picture of that
Under
one.
the top right. Looks like underneath on the right, the kit.
This here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's right.
It says display there just above the Kent.
Hold on, Paul. You spotted where I saw.
Waldo.
Nice little hole anyway, Chris. Next up is our very own Mr. Simon Shorey, and apparently he's now got control.
Or pacemaker.
What we don't know.
That works very well on my Proxon. It's perfect.
It took a bit of figuring out.
Oh, I thought it was for a sewing machine.
Didn't it, Si?
Sorry,
it's confused, isn't it? Pulling the plug out the old one the way it's done.
Yeah, because it's got Euro plug ends on, and you think, well, I've got a 3-pin plug and a Euro plug. How do they work? But it's actually the 3-pin plug comes apart to unveil a Euro plug, doesn't it? And then
all you do is take the plug off the transformer that I've got attached to it, and then it plugs into the end of that. It's dead easy.
Excuse me, for the uninitiated, what the hell is that?
It's much better because it just means I can put the Proxon to the model before I switch it on.
It's a foot switch for the Proxon drill.
Si, is that a foot switch or is an on-off type, or is that a variable speed?
It's a foot switch, mate. Yeah, on-off foot switch.
It's an on-off one.
On-off. It basically switches the mains.
Yeah.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andy.
Next up, we have Dean Slater. It says one purchase this week, which is the AMC Models 120th Lola T97-30 F1 car in resin. That looks interesting. A beautiful kit of a car so bad it failed to qualify its first race and was never seen again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a cool looking car all the same.
Good show.
Very cool looking car.
Yes, I feel like
It's a good show going.
Interesting. I'll have to have a look into those, to be honest. Do they do any other ones, Dean? Interesting to know. Next up, we've got our very own Hugh Gordon. It's a birthday treat for the bench.
Ah, that's what you're talking about. Like,
yes.
So he's got himself a Proxon 60 EF drill with a NG2 power supply from Rapid Electronics and a 110BF Flexi Drive new old stock bargain from eBay. And this is what I was on about the Flexi Drive, not so heavy in your hands, Si.
Yeah.
Rather than holding all this, this just connects into there.
To be fair, the Proxon's not that heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that bad at all.
Each of their own, isn't it? I suppose it depends what you're doing. If you're drilling sort of 1,000 rivets, I suppose it can get a bit hard and wielding. I don't know. Well, good little hole there, Hugh. Next up, we have our very own Joe again. What's Joe got this week? This week,
Joe.
Some more compound, cotton butts, and some paints for my plane build later this year. Thanks for looking.
A plane build?
A plane, Joe?
Plane, Joe?
No, he's doing an ordinary build.
Oh, I see.
That kind of plane.
He's doing one of those Fokkers, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
He's going to think it's a Fokker when he's finished with it.
You're so inspiring.
We do our best, Joe.
It's a fun kit. You'll like it.
Look at these. Look at these. This is Tracy Ferguson. This is recent purchase. A Revell 49 Mercury Custom. an AMT 39 custom wagon. I'll tell you, that custom wagon.
Love that wagon.
That
Oh,
does look
I
good,
love
doesn't
that
it?
wagon.
Got wood as well. Look, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have too.
Restock and ancillary items. Mr. Hobby primers, Tamiya solvent glue, 1 bottle of Vallejo silver, 2 Tamiya engraving scribing bits and handles. Thanks for looking.
That wagon should just literally say AMT for Joe.
Yeah.
So Joe's name all over there.
Yeah.
You got one of those Mercuries, haven't you, Joe, as well?
Yep.
Yeah, another buddy bill coming up for us at some
I
point.
was going to say, that Mercury doesn't look too bad either, to be honest.
I'm going to say I like that. I must admit.
That's it. We'll get you one. We'll get you one, Jamie.
Joe and Paul,
Yes.
is that the Mercury that you guys both have?
Yes.
Yes.
Same kit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's
Nice
two
one
different
there,
box.
Tracy.
There was 2 different boxings of that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same car that we both got.
I haven't seen that boxing. That's why I was asking. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 in 1, that one.
Next up is Andrew Duart, and it says, "Evening, everyone. Just a couple of purchases this week: a Meng 135th Leopard 2 A7, and some Gopher Racing pre-wired distributors." Thanks for looking.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
That leopard's lovely.
I was gonna say, that leopard looks nice. doesn't it?
That's an armor build later in the year that Joe doesn't know he's taking part in yet.
I guess I'm buying more paint.
Possibly, yeah.
These distributor caps, I take it all the wire. Is it just like a turned open piece of aluminium with all the wires stuffed in the end?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
All
So
right,
you don't have
Joe.
to.
I suppose if you haven't got a distributor cap on the engine or anything, it's probably it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, you're just lazy and can't be asked buying another one up, yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew's a bit
wasn't gonna say
lazy.
that.
Not gonna lie, Andrew's a bit lazy buying them.
I wouldn't call Andrew lazy with the kits he's been built.
I ain't calling him lazy. You'll see why in a bit.
Next up, good God, is
Oh,
our
it's a
very
cool
own
down,
Mr. Dan Scattergood. So he's got a cool little kit. It's a 1/6 scale BMX from Tony Armstrong, and it looks great.
Oh,
wow.
I've seen
That's
one
cool.
of those built recently, and supposedly it's a really nice kit.
What you need is a little hamster to ride it.
And a basket on the front.
Is somebody robbed the rest of it, Dan, or what?
And a funnel.
Invisible. What a funnel. Dan?
He's not talking. He's gone.
Need to take a playing card.
No, I am
and
here.
Spokes.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, I was just busy trying to not burn my cave down.
Oh,
Okay.
One of my plugs on my oil-filled radiators pretty much sparked and exploded behind me.
oh shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was just fixing it.
Extinguishing the flames.
Well, it were like, have you ever seen them videos on Facebook when mobile phones like
Yeah.
fucking, it did that sort of shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Put your camera.
What we
Where's the
saying
rest
now?
of the BMX, Dan? I was just asking where the rest of the BMX was.
It's in there.
It's in there. Is that
Just-
okay?
Yeah, I just forgot to open it all up. Well, I didn't forget
I
to
just
open
wondered if you'd ridden it to Liverpool and back. That's all.
it up. Directly under that piece of thing were all the decals for it. And I
That
sort of
looks cool.
spilt them all on the floor when I opened them. So I thought I'll just take a picture like that. But it's a very well made kit. Yeah, the fella's awesome at what he does, essentially.
Cool, isn't it?
It's bloody different.
I,
cool.
I went for a laid back seat and bear trap pegs, pedals, you know, the ones that bash
Yeah.
the kit.
Yeah.
But he does, I think he does 7 different varieties of BMX.
Wow.
And I think I'll be having a few more off for him as well.
very nice.
So next up, we've got Craig Stadius. I can just hear Luke in the background.
Yeah.
Bought this Fujimi 124th Poor GT3R off a well-known influencer.
All right.
No influencers.
Very nice. I love that car.
I've got that up on the shelf there. Yeah, it's a nice-looking car. Nice-looking car indeed. Next up, we have Sean White. And been super busy this year so far, and up until the other week, had made no modelling purchases since before Christmas. recently
Jeez.
dropped onto a McLaren MP4 5B cheap on eBay and a couple of Alpha 155 decal schemes from the Bretland Model Emporium.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so that it's a nice little kit that for MP4.
He's got about another 5 he's picking up from me tomorrow.
Yeah. Just trying to work out what scheme is that. Oh, is that the later? No, it's not the red boxing scheme. That is it, but it's almost the same, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, it's near enough silver, isn't it, instead of white?
And what's that other one there? The
Castrol.
Castrol. That was cool. Didn't know you had that.
Very cool.
There we go.
Oh,
Pretty
they were
cool.
all offered for sale for you.
I know. I must have missed those.
Told you all.
And Sean, also, a couple more purchases from the Bretland Towers arrived this week. The 124th Mobile One NSX and a 116th MPC Firebird.
That's nice.
Wow.
NSX looks good.
Does.
Yeah. Right. I think that's the only one I haven't got is the Mobile One. So, shocking. Nice purchases there, though, Sean. You say
Very nice, very nice.
Oh, here we go. Look, it's happening. Look. So they go for.
Oh, right. Okay. So,
this is what's happening with the standard of your modelling, is it, Paul?
Yep, lazy now. Yeah.
No, they look pretty good, to be fair.
I've used them before. Yeah, they're good.
No, they're good.
They're good.
no, 112's a notice.
They're for all the Yank tanks, are they? I take
Yeah.
it, mainly.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Cy White. It says, even though couldn't resist getting this one when I saw it. Such a great stance. Yeah, the old bat. Is it the bat mobile? Isn't it? If they called it something there.
Yeah.
This one. Bat car, something. Yeah.
It's not a bad kit.
No.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
I actually want to get myself one of those.
I've seen somebody. I'm sure somebody else is re-releasing this now as well.
I've got a 16 scale version of it.
Yeah. God. Was it on new projected releases? Maybe.
That was a different car, wasn't it?
Was that they had the CSL on the 35 CSL? I'm sure they did. Race car.
I love that forward slant grill.
Yeah, it's an awesome looking car. So
Okay.
nice little hall there, so nice little monitor. Right, Mr. Croak. Wow. Finally took the plunge and got a circle cutter. And he went for the baller one. He went for the expensive one.
I did. You're gonna go.
Gonna
Yeah.
go big, yeah.
All in.
We'll go home.
Yeah,
That's the one I got, Dan.
And me.
yeah.
So I could have sold you one of my patented centre finders for the round one. You see.
Yeah.
You got a cheaper one there.
But it wouldn't have that nice kind of red anodized finish. So
Yeah.
you know.
No, it would have had the nice grey
Corporate look. Yeah.
printed finish. Yeah. But no, I'll tell you, such a brilliant tool. You won't regret it. You really won't. Absolutely brilliant tools. Best money you can spend on a modelling tool. That's a circle cutter. Next up, we've got Mr. Gary Ride the Wind. It says, cleared out Hero Boy of the detail sets for the 112 Tamiya McLaren MP46. Lucky to get these at a reasonable price, delivered very quickly. Always a good service from Hero Boy. I thought you were doing out of the box build with that one, Gary. That's what you said.
Hey.
It's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
It is.
And so he's got himself there. He's got himself the cockpit sets, is that the front bulkhead set, suspension set there by the looks of things. That's the brake set, I think, the intake set and the drive shafts. Looks like he's got there. A few more to get yet. And Gary also got himself a great deal on this 120th MP4 6x Fujimi to complement the 112th, which I will start soon. And that's
nice.
Who designed decals there, which give you the actual Marlborough markings, and looks like a PE set for it as well. Nice little haul there, Gary.
Wicked,
Nice.
mate.
And that is it for this week. And what have you been buying?
Oh, well done.
Alrighty. That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Al.
Very good stuff. You okay, Andy?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff. Do you fancy reading some of the chat, Dan?
Yep.
I'm just
Yep.
with charges at the minute. Everything's down.
Back up to where did we get to? We got to where Alan said right to here. So Tony Tibbetts is in saying, evening chaps, hope you're all
Okay.
well.
I'd say.
Philip H says, no worries, have a lifetime ban from entering Stoke. so we're safe from ever seeing them. Good to know. A couple of hellos to each other in the chat. Brian Wimble saying hello to all in chat as well.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Dan P has shared that link, so that's for the charity auction. So the link's there from Simon Shorey. Sorry, for the Just Giving link.
Yeah.
For a charity auction coming up at the end of March. Model Kit Beginner says, since our normal ushers are not in yet, don't forget about the thumbs up. Appreciated. So yeah,
90
get your
watches.
thumbs out.
90 watches, we've got 56. We can do better than that, can't we?
Yeah.
Can do at least 180
Hubert is in
Hey, Hugh.
with a spare
Hey,
digit.
Hey, Bert.
Hey, Bird.
Digsby James says Paul's banners do look terrific. Great job.
Thank you.
Paul Price saying well done, PJ.
Thank you.
Colin saying I think Paul J. Lewis should do a section on his love of armor building.
Oh, no.
That will be quite some section.
What goes around
Dan
goes,
P
comes around, Colin.
says cheers, PJ. Well done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Andy says as well, thank you, PJ, for all the effort you put into the banners. Yeah, they look spanky.
Thank you.
You look good.
Appreciate it.
Very. Auntie Picala says that Tamiya, one of those elderly Skylines, was the two-door one. Keith is in from Paul 247. It says, good evening, all. On my break at work, so just popped in to leave a thumbs up. We'll be back later. See, Keith came in on his break to give a thumbs up. So if you're watching, stick your
Thumbs up.
Not
Thanks,
Keith, though.
Nice one, mate.
Good to see you.
He's either having a think or he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
He's
leaving the
frozen.
gap so we can talk if we need to.
Yeah.
It's like he's in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks I'm worried about him.
Somebody must have just stuck that thumb where it shouldn't have gone.
Yeah.
Sat on his circle cutter.
I can see a really bright light.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
We're going to wait for him
Like
to go.
that.
He's going to bomb out, isn't he?
Aftab's there, evening crew and all in chat. Sarah's running late today. No worries, mate.
I have to.
David
Yeah,
Wright there
that's
saying even all. Tonight I will be 2K in the Tamiya Nissan Fairlane. They wish me luck. It's my first time. Okay.
Oh,
Thanks
all
for
right,
the
David.
Pro Rage tutorial, as that's what I have. There you go, mate. Nice one.
There you go. It'll be all right, David.
Scott saying sorry to you about Sam. He's a sterling guy. Thank you, Scott. Dean saying there's quite a few, Alan. There seems to be more of a backmarker car type Minardi. You'll find their catalogue on Scalemates under the name Auto Modelers CAF.
I'll have a butcher's for that. Thank you, Dean.
Bigsby says 49 Mercury reminds me of the Cobra move, the Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, just look at that car. Actually.
That's the
No,
car that
okay.
was in that
That is the car.
movie. Same car.
Oh, I'll be wild.
Yeah.
Howard's there saying, hey all, popped in to offer condolences to all the friends, family of Sam. Sad news. Rest in peace, Bella. Yeah. Cully's there. Cully K. We haven't seen Cully.
Cully
for a
K.
while.
Hi,
Hello,
Cully.
Cully. Hello, all thumbs up done. Thank you. Steve, Master Toilet Maker, saying, yay, I got the company to buy me one of those circle cutter. Oh,
Good.
boy, you look
Good company.
Gary says, Paul, we can ask you where you got the pre-wire distributors from. No, you can't, because I don't know. Andrew, can you help Gary out in the chat? Andrew ordered them. I went through Andrew, not literally. Andrew ordered them. We paid together for them. So it's just. Hopefully, Andrew can post in the chat. If not, Gary, I'll find out for you, mate. It was somewhere on eBay in the States. Larry Russo's there saying hello, everyone.
Hello.
Robert Johnson saying hello, gentle from Ontario. What have you just?
Hey, Robert.
You'll see all that in a bit, Robert. You'll see it all.
Yeah.
In fact, it'll be the next section. That's a hint, Roland.
Oh,
hey.
better get going.
You better add, yeah. Dixby says it looks like he has gas. It looks like he's looking at a really bright light.
I was about to sneeze.
Dan's chair has grown an elbow. What?
That's why because like Dan's looking as if somebody's stabbing him in the back, pushing him in his back. I think is what he's getting at.
Have you been drinking again?
Yes.
Daryl, if you haven't, it's time to start.
Yeah.
Elbow?
We need to catch him up.
I can't see the elbow. What are you on about?
I can't see an
That
elbow.
behind his head, that
I
thing.
know, but it doesn't look like an elbow. It's like a seat.
No.
Okay. Gary Constable's there, Evening Chrono on chat. Hello, Gary. You all right, mate?
Hey, Gary.
And Robert Judson saying, good afternoon, everyone. Hello.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Robert.
Dan P's confused as well.
All right.
Not the only one. It's not the only one.
If we just humour down and go, oh, yeah. Yeah. Best thing to do. I can't see it, Daryl, mate. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm surprised Dan's still here, to be honest. Because he's sitting on it.
Looks like he's stoned.
Oh, now I get what he means.
What?
Yeah.
Go on, explain.
Pickup truck. Video. The pickup truck video.
Park.
You didn't watch that one, did you, Paul?
No.
No.
I get you now, Daryl. It makes sense.
Don't ever watch it.
I got you. Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yes.
yes, I know what you
Yeah.
mean now. Yes.
Yeah, got you, Daryl. It was a very obscure reference. Yes, I understand.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Let's not talk about that, eh?
Because we'd all blocked it
Let's
out.
not
that's
go
why.
there.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on to that one.
Moving on.
Anyway, Alan said read to hear.
Yeah, I did.
There we go. We're done. It's
Yeah,
Mr.
Dan's router's done one, so he'll be back in a bit. He just have to reset. everything.
Okay.
Andrew isn't.
Yeah. Right then. Are you ready, Roland?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Right. Roland's going to have a look at all the work that's been finished this week. Pay attention. Make a note of your favourite builds and the builder if you can. And because you get to vote at the end. All right?
I hate picking the builder.
So, over to Roland. You ready?
Here we go. Thank you very much. Well, guys, we're going to what have you finished? And we start, as we usually do, with the forum. Please be advised that this has been moved from the section it was normally into the ISM news shows. Not quite sure why, but there it is. And we have a contributor, which is Warden B. And he has finished another 1-72 Airfix gift set this week. The Mitsubishi A6 M2B0. Unfortunately, the others seem to have disappeared from the forum along with Roland's post. Now, that was when it was still in the old section. I'm not quite sure if we have lost something, but that's what I have. Another lovely kit. Fit is excellent. No filler required. As the scheme is rather bland and weathering minimal, as it's a Pearl Harbor plan, I thought it a good idea to add some rivet detail. After the first day with the rivet wheel, I was questioning this decision, but got there in the end. Painted in Mr. Color Lacquers and finished with VMS satin clear and a little oil weathering. Thanks for looking.
That's good.
Very crisp. Looks
That's very
nice.
cool, Warden.
Very
Really,
nice.
really nice.
Yeah, very nice.
And
Nice one.
you can't tell it's a 172nd.
No, that's Warden is he does that. Right, and we move over to Facebook with Dan P or Daniel Peterson, all the way from Canada, is calling this one done. It's the Rebel 124 2017 Ford GT Le Mans. Prime Sinister surface are white, LP2 white, LP6 blue, LP7 red, LP8 yellow, and various colors for detail work. Decals went down amazingly thanks to Paul-ISM Scale Models videos and Ultimate Model and Products decal setting solutions. All cleared with 2K clear, flatted back and polished with the Ultimate Polishing System. Thanks for looking, and feedback is welcome.
That's
I
nice
like
stuff.
That's
this.
really good, Dan. Really good.
Very good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Very
build,
pretty.
man.
that turned
Very
out
pretty.
really nice, Dan.
Yeah.
That fits well on that
Nice.
one.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very cool build. Followed by Scale Model Chris. He says, evening, Roland. Finished up a D Model Kits 124 Ford Sierra Cosmos 4x4. Gone for the dual livery on this one. They did run a version of the Autoglass Q8, but I have given it a little twist. A real nice kit to work on. Fire scale modular color match paints for both liveries. Added a few extra details, tire valves and door lock barrels. Lights are attached with magnets, so can be removed and displayed without. See drill holes. Try to keep the decals paint colors running on the side of the build. Thank you for looking and have a good evening. That's a nice effort there. Wow.
It's
And a great idea.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Lovely
that's
job.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, some great ideas for some off the wall
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I love the idea for magnets.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's very cool. Chris, that's very, very cool.
not making
Right.
right scheme to do both.
Yeah, here we go. And from one Chris to another, this time it's Chris Stover. He finished his Trumpeter 116 RAP, painted with MIG and Tamiya paints, weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. Looks very cool.
awesome.
That is good.
Love the weathering on the
I
tires.
have got such a thing about these at the minute.
Yeah.
That's a big beast as well. The 16 scale as well, isn't it?
Very nice. Sparky McBride is in and he says, hey, Roland, had a battle at times with the 124 Audi R8 HK Macau by Nunu, but overall happy with it and glad it's complete. Primed in Tamiya primer, LP2 for the body, and a mix of Citadel, Tamiya, and Mr. Color paints for the remainder. GX112 clear coat and a bit of Tamiya polish and UMP shine spray. Nunu detail setup also used. Thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Job on
Yeah,
that, Mark.
that looks nice.
Difficult
that.
to see.
Thing to build, other than
Yeah. Very cool. Like that a lot.
Those decals must be a nightmare.
Is that the one that Wardy Boy did?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
But that's the actual, I believe that one's the actual kit decals,
Yeah.
whereas
Oh, right. Okay.
Luke
Oh,
got
right.
the SKs, didn't he?
Got you.
Pretty cool. Very cool, Sparky.
Very nice.
I like it. Very cool. Oh, we have Dave Hill in him. This is 132 Roden RAF SE5A, depicted as Billy Bishop's 85th Squadron plane. I used UMP primer and model air paints. The add-ins include gas patch turnbuckles and HGW seatbelt. Rigging was done with EZ line fine. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy your weekend. Very
Nice.
pretty.
That's
I like that, Dave.
Nice, Dave.
Oh,
That's
very-
Brilliant.
That is lovely.
And
That's
it's a
really
rodent
nice.
kit.
But that really
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That would have been a tough build, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look
Not
at
for the faint heart.
our weathering done very nicely. Just look at the flag here at the back.
Yeah,
Very,
looks
very,
cool, lads, doesn't it?
Cracking
yeah,
job.
very cool. Nice one, Dave. Right, we have a bike from Anthony Rico. Hey guys, my finished build is the 112 Honda VFR 750R from Tamiya. What a fantastic build, marred only by a bad decal experience on the back. Painted with a mix of Mr. Metal Color, Mr. Super Metallics, and Tamiya acrylics and rattle cans. What a fun build and awesome bike. And I love the engine and the livery, so decided it had to be half and half. Hope you enjoy.
Cool.
Wow,
Nice one. Very nice.
Yeah.
good.
very
I
cool.
think that's the first
Yeah.
time I've seen
Wait,
somebody
yeah.
do a see-through body shell on something.
Yeah.
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 Great idea though, the way he's done
Does it? The kit comes like that with the see-through
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
shells?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
of
some
the
kits
older Tamiya kits did.
Clear
Really?
power stuff. Yeah.
I have
That's
a
neat.
Kawasaki with a kind of a green see-through fairing here.
The only thing
Yeah.
that ever puts me off is that plastic's a lot more brittle than normal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
You've got to be very
Yeah.
careful with it.
I
Yeah,
love the
true.
way he's painted half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do a
that's
clear
nice.
body
Yeah.
LFA as well, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it actually gives me an idea. Yeah,
Best of
very
both
nice,
worlds, that.
Anthony. Yeah, lovely. We have Joe Camilleri in. Hey, all finished the body build with Paul of the Rebel 69 Camaro in 125. Primer is Mr. Surface 1500, and the color is a mix of touch-up paint I had on hand. Clear coated with Gravity 2K, flattened back and polished with, Tamiya polishes. All other paints are Tamiya LPs and Super Metallics. And thanks for looking. Brilliant.
Awesome.
Love
Awesome.
it, Joe.
What
Yeah.
a fun build.
If it wasn't
Lots
for
of
the
back and
brickwork-
shop.
Looking good, Joe.
I don't know if you have
Brickwork.
anything done to it, but the stance looks fantastic.
How was
Yep.
out of the box?
Comes out of the box. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks
I was going
good.
to say, if it wasn't for the brickwork in the background, you'd be hard pushed to tell that's not a real car.
It,
Yeah,
it almost
yeah,
looks like maybe you forgot something in the interior.
No.
Bad,
Nothing into-
bad attempt at a joke. Sorry.
The hood's not held up. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got what you're saying.
You
Yeah.
forgot our conversation the other day. That's
No,
okay.
I got it now. Yeah, thanks. And that was the first time I used 2K.
All right. All right.
And-
Yeah, well, that came out all right.
I'll never go back.
Yeah, no, of course you won't.
That looks like the real thing.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Thank you.
It really
Very
does.
pretty. Very pretty. Love it, Joe. Right. Next one is Paul Bretland with the Rival 125/69 Camaro Z28. This was a buddy build between myself and Joe Camilleri and a few other guys. Overall, it was a good kit and let down by some very disappointing stages of the build, including the unbelievably tight body shell fit to the chassis. I would give it a 7 out of 10 rating. Primed and Mr. Surface of 1500 black. Base painted is Tamiya TS21 gold, painted in 10 coats of Mr. Color Clear GX102 clear red. Chrome trim mask and painted with Mr. Hobby Super Metallic Duro Aluminium. Kit decals laid down great. Tamiya black panel line wash. Cleared with Gravity 2K clear. Bodywork flattened with 3M Trisect pads, published with the Ultimate Polish System. Kit wheels left chrome. Interior black on black with embossing power carpets. That's
Sounds
very
awesome
pretty.
on that.
You guys did
So gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Drop dead gorgeous.
I love that color.
Yeah, it came out fantastic.
That stance out the box is just epic.
It really
Perfect.
is. I
When
mean, it's like,
when me and Joe started the kit, we looked at that picture on the side, and I even said to Joe, I'll be very surprised if it sits like that out the box.
yeah, that is so dead nuts on. I mean, it really is.
But
It's
I'll
just-
tell you now, that is the most ridiculously tight body. And I don't just mean the side of it. You know, like some of the kits are tight on the side trying to get it over.
Yeah.
The front end to the back, that kit is a nightmare to get that chassis and that body.
Knowing that now, is there anything that you could do on another build of that might help that,
Leave the rear valance off would help a little bit, but not at the front.
but not at the front?
As
Okay.
soon as you put the front in, it catches on the inner arches. You got to separate them. The
Yeah.
distributor catches on the firewall. You got to try and get that through. Then it catches on the midsection, the rear arches, and the back end, and the rear core. It just catches everywhere, and you've literally got to pry it open to get it all in. It's the worst. The GT40 was the worst one before that. That is single-handedly the worst one I've done. It was ridiculous. You're not getting that back off. No way.
No.
Is there any way that you could install the engine after the chassis and body were mated together?
Firewalls in the way.
The exhaust on that is my downfall. I hated the exhaust. The exhaust manifolds on the engine were terrible.
Okay. I got to tell you that those two cars, I mean, both of your builds are absolutely stunning. I mean, for a 69 Z28, it's just gorgeous.
Mine will be faster than Joe's, though. No, it will, because mine's got some weight saving in it.
Oh, there you go.
Because several of the parts that fell out didn't go back in, and I couldn't get my bonnet to shut. Joe's bonnet fitted perfectly with everything in there. I had to take all my carbs off to get it to shut.
Oh.
Don't know why. Couldn't get the air cleaner underneath at all.
So yours won't start, but Joe's will.
I'll tell you right now, there's a good chance both of them won't start, Andy. If it was a race, mine would be quicker.
Okay.
It was a good kit. It was disappointing. If you watch the morning streams, you hear me and Joe swearing at it quite a lot.
It's such an iconic muscle car.
And moving on.
It was great fun building it with Joe.
Yeah, great.
You click on the second pick, you can click on our roll if you want as well. As soon as I edited it. Second pick.
Right. While we are talking about Joe, hi gang, managed to get another kit done this week. It's a 1926 Model T Ford sedan delivery, hot rod in 125th by Revell. Primed with Mr. Surface 1500 and then Dupla color Barcelona red. Top coated with super clear and sanded back and polished with Tamiya polishers. All other paints are Tamiya LPs and super metallics. Thanks again for looking. I love this little car. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is just beautiful. The whole
Fun little
thing.
build.
Yeah, looks good. I like it, Joe.
Thanks.
Very cool.
Here we go. Cy White is in with evening all. Hope you're all well. I'm calling this one done. Lancia Delta S4 Nunu, would assume in 124. Use 0 gray primer, 0 Lancia S4 white, 02K, but we'll go into that one, lol. Mixture of Tamiya, Citadel, and Mr. Hobby Paint. Some 3D printed parts and scrap made bits to add detail. First time using resin and fittings and braided lines. Absolutely love doing this kit apart from the body. It's nowhere near perfect due to 2K not being done properly. Lessons have been learned. On the next, thanks for looking.
That's cool.
Here we go.
Very
That looks very cool.
Cool. Good job.
Yeah, and the nice thing is you can weather this one so you get away with a little bit of it.
Do they come with that opening front and rears out of the box on those, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Very cool.
Roland, you're not clicking on the second pictures, mate. People are sharing 2 pictures. You're not clicking on them.
Yeah. Well, it's now the first time that I have not clicked on the second picture.
No, it was mine as well. You didn't click on mine, but I'm not.
I have clicked on yours. You can watch it back.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it. I must have been waffling.
Anyway, here's what the Lancia looks like closed, which is very, very pretty.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right. Next one is Michael Noble, FX 172 Westland Sea King HAR3. This has been a nightmare. Well, it's a helicopter, what do you expect? That's why I don't build them. From start to finish, loads of flash, terrible fit, terrible instructions, but I'm glad it's done. Tamiya acrylics and throughout, put some decals when masking, and the window mask peeled the paint with them. Ouch. We'll have to build some different brand kits before I tackle an Airfix one again. All right. Well, with all the
Nice job, mate.
problems you went through, it still looks really good.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Lovely.
10 out of 10 for battling on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look,
There you
sure.
go. Yeah.
That's a nice subject. I like that.
It is a nice subject. You're right. Right. Oh, we have Gary Constable. He's in. We finished this afternoon. This Ninja Prince 8 scale bust of Kratos, God of War, superb quality resin print from the guys at UMP. Primer is Mr. Hobby Surfacer 1000 gray. Then the rest is all brush painted with various Vallejo and Citadel acrylics. That's pretty cool.
Unbelievable.
This thing looks wicked.
Look at the detail in that.
This is
Very,
wicked.
very cool.
Yeah, that guy looks pissed off. Wow.
Really?
You think?
It's a nice one. I love it, Gary.
Nice.
Right. Next is Antipokela. He's in with the latest, which he completes. It's the Tamiya new A34 Comet in 135, painted with Tamiya's and AK real colors. Only weathered part is the inside of the exhaust cowling, which I airbrushed black. Went together very nicely, not a single problem. Thank you for viewing. I heard about that, kids. Let us know in the chat if it went together well, because I was looking at that.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice.
I've
Here
got
we
that
go.
kit. I haven't built it, but I do have it.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Right, and last but certainly not least is Carl Roberts. This is Fujimi 124 Fiat 500 above. This was for the 50 Shades of Grey group build. Owen made grey from Tamiya LP paints, primed in Tamiya grey primer, bare metal foil for the chrome, and finished in 2K clear. Very pretty, very pretty little car.
Very nice.
Nice little cast.
Look. Looks clean, girl. Really looks clean. Love it.
Cinquecento.
Right, and that was it.
Nice.
Excellent.
Right then, you now get, when prompted by Alan to start your vote, you pick one build of the night. Remember the builder's name and the subject if you can. And we'll give you a few minutes to get your vote in, and then Alan can collate it. We'll announce the winner. And the winner gets pride of place on the ISM Live of the bench page.
Awesome stuff. I'm ready.
Go for it.
Right, we start with Warden B with his 1-72 Airfix gift set this week, Mitsubishi A6M2B0, followed by Daniel Peterson with his Rebel 124 2017 Ford GT Le Mans. After that, we have scale model Chris with his 124 Ford Sierra Cosworth 4 by 4 in dual colors. Next one is Chris Tober with his trumpeter 116 MRAP. After Chris, we have Sparky McBride. He is with the 124 Audi R8 HK Macau from Nunu in the race. Next one is Dave Hill. Dave Hill has the 132 Roden RAF SE5A, Billy Bishop's 85 Squadron plane. After Dave, we have Anthony Rico with his 112 Honda VFR 750R from Tamiya. Next one is Joe Cavalieri. He is in with the Revell 69 Camaro in 125, followed by Paul with the 69 Camaro Z28 in 125 from Revell. And should I really have forgotten about the other? No, I haven't. I remember putting this on. Anyway, here you have those views again. Yeah. Right. Then we have another one from Joe, which is the sweet 26 Model T Ford sedan delivery. After that, we have Cy White. He is in with the Lancia Delta S4 Nunu in 124. After that, we have the Airfix 172 Westland Sea King HAR3. Battled through that one. Gary Constable is in with his Ninja Prince 8-scale bust from Kratos, God of War. After that, we have Antipokila. He came in with the Tamiya's new A34 Comet in 135. And then Carl Roberts is rounding this round up with his Fujimi 124 Fiat 500 Abarth. And that's it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Very cool.
Thank you, Roland.
Ronald, you need to put more than 69 Z28 in there, buddy. You need to build his name as well, because there's 2 of them in there. Yeah, we need builder's name. It helps you put builder's name.
Sure do.
103 watching, 75.
I didn't find the body that tight fit
You didn't?
when I did mine. No. That's why I was surprised, because Joe asked me about the Lance, and I was like, yeah, I put mine on beforehand. It was tight, but it was, yeah, not that bad.
Really? We even trimmed the back too of the chassis cam.
Trim about ½ centimeter off easily, probably more actually.
Wow, that much. That's a lot.
Probably about 3-4 mil. You'll see it in the video. If you watch the video, I trimmed it off.
Huh. I mean, I would have liked to have left the valance off, but it just didn't fit that well.
Yeah.
So, and you stood a chance of screwing up all the paint too. That's basically why we put it on, because we didn't want to screw up the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder then if there's any differences, because I know the body is the same, but mine was the SS 396 boxing rather than the Z28. So I wonder if there's any difference in
whose kit was yours?
There might have been.
It was Revell. It was Revell Germany.
Yeah, well, yeah. See, that's Revell Germany.
But you see, I've looked in the box of the Yenko one, because I've got the Fast and Furious boxing of the Yenko Camaro, and it looked exactly the same as the 69 SS I built.
Have your choice then, please, Paul.
Oh God. I'm gonna have to go with Dave's Roden. I think I like that. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Scattergun.
Same for me, Dave Hills Roden. That's awesome.
Nice one. Si?
I don't know. I've got 4. I'm gonna have to go with Dave Hills Roden as well.
Okay, Roland.
Yeah, I thought I would be the odd one out, but yeah, I'm going with Dave's Roden.
Awesome, isn't it? Jamie.
I'm on the bandwagon, mate. That thing was awesome. I don't know much about planes, but that looked a complicated build to me.
It'd be a difficult kit.
Yeah,
a Roden, it'd be a difficult build.
Well done, mate. That's a cracking build.
Joe?
I'm on the bandwagon too. I love that as soon as I seen it.
Cracking job.
DJ?
Yep, not going to break the trend. Dave Hill's Road.
I'm glad you keep to the script, PJ.
Andy?
Yeah, same here. Roden, incredibly difficult build, and he's added a lot of incredibly difficult details to it as well. And it's stunning. So yeah, Dave's Roden SE5A for me.
Okay. And Dan from the Dan Cave?
It's not often we all agree.
I don't think
so. I'm going to go. No, Dave Hill's Roden SE5.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was going to vote for Warden B's Mitsubishi until I saw Dave's, that little road.
Yeah.
And then again, stole the show, didn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Little,
Yeah.
A shout out to Warden with that Mitsubishi because I think he's done a bloody beautiful.
That was my second.
I mean, in
Roden was my
172,
second.
that looks crisp.
So let's just see if there's been any more votes.
That a clean sweepener right across the board for us. Wow.
More or less, yeah.
Before.
There.
I'm just waiting for a meteorite to hit the house.
Let me check the lottery results first.
No, Scattergood has though.
Oh, was it his turn again?
It's his turn every week.
Oh, right, okay.
But just because of my ignorance here, you know, like with all the rigging, do you call it rigging on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, between.
Yeah.
Is that like a little steel cable or something, like wire? You know, actually
on the real thing, it was a tensioner, wasn't it, to keep the wind?
Yeah, but is that in the kit? Would that be like a little steel?
That's the easy line we're talking about. It's elasticated
cotton factory.
But what he did was he added the turnbuckles that
comes on
tensioning on that part, and those are incredibly hard. They're tiny little details.
Yeah, awesome, absolutely.
You'll see it on a bigger aircraft in a few months' time.
I don't think it's a surprise who the winner is, but we got in third place was Chris Stover with his MRAP.
All right.
Joint second with Warden being the Mitsubishi Zero and Joe with the 69 Camaro.
Oh, well done, Joe.
Well, this week's winner, a land mile of votes, is Dave Hill with that little Roden SE5A.
Very nice. Congratulations, Dave.
Congratulations.
Beautiful build, Dave.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good.
Excellent.
Beautiful build. All nice builds. Everybody does a great job.
It's hard.
I had Joe in second place because he didn't take anything out of his engine to get the hood shut. Just saying.
I didn't take anything out. I didn't take anything out. It fell off.
Oh no! See, Joe left off that piece in the interior to make it fit better.
Oh, which piece was this, Andy?
You'd have to ask Joe.
He's still getting on my case because I didn't flock the carpet.
Most of these in here don't flock the carpets. I was talking to Sam about this the other day.
That's just inexcusable.
Yeah.
Well,
it's out of scale. It's out of scale.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe mine won't be faster then because mine's got carpet in.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Well, it's extra weight.
A lot of 60s cars, you could order them with a complete vinyl floor.
Yep.
Yeah. No, true.
So.
Gary's in there saying,
"Oh, that's mature."
Gary's in the chat saying his body was the body's the same in all the Rebel 69 Camaros. He left the Lance off his, it's still tight on the duck's arse, but easier. Weird.
Well, I will say that it's worth the effort because they're both just stunning builds.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Again, a lot of great stuff this week. Very difficult to choose.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for contributing and putting it in there because we love to see it.
Yes, definitely.
Keep doing it.
Yep.
Okay. He says, seriously thinking about getting one of those Camaro kits. It's a very pretty looking car. The kit just let down in places by silly things. So. I put the link for distributors in the chat as well. If anyone who wants them, Gary, the link's further up, mate. You want to have a look?
Those distributors are fairly common over here in most model shops. You can pick them up in most model shops over here.
I wish we could hear.
Hmm.
Make sure I've missed anybody in the chat.
Maybe one day.
Mark Bride said evening all. Dominique's there as well. He's a little late. Hello, mate.
Hi, Dominic.
Dominic.
Jam saying love the Camaros. Thank you, mate. Scott saying nice Camaro. Just drove a convertible in a week in Hawaii. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Oh, lucky fish.
Joe Swan a lot in particular. Yes.
Yeah, no, he's rough.
Was that the kit you threw your decaling thing on? Was that the other one?
Huh?
Decaling brush.
Oh no, that wasn't. No, that was the truck.
Truck, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yes. That was an awkward morning.
Yes.
Me and Joe didn't know where to look, did we?
Yeah.
Found
Didn't know what to say. It was a bit odd.
No place in the hangouts for there's no place in the hangouts for temper tantrums, is there? Or sarcasm.
Found the cat
Oh,
later.
no, we don't do that.
Often.
Eric's there. Evening, everyone. Just off work and head home for the weekend. Hello, Eric.
Hi.
Eric.
He's saying, nice one, Dave. Great builds for everyone. Thank you. Everyone's a winner. You'll never see. You never see flocking. You can if you look through the window.
Just to confirm that load is an Airfix kit, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Pass.
Hero Boys, the Mr. Mulder distributors, which are good. Cool.
Yeah,
You got the link, Gary, as well. Okay, strange noise. And yeah, there we go. We're all to speed. Well done, everyone.
All right. Antipokila said, if you have ever built a great fitting kit with superb engineering, but not built this one, pick this one up. It's amazing. He's talking about that little tank which he built.
Oh, the new comet.
Yeah.
Right then. Oh. Who left?
Andy.
Honest Andy.
What should we do next?
Sigh.
Okay, there you go.
Very democratic.
You're going to do me, Roland. Thanks, mate.
That's
Sorry,
blue
sorry.
side.
Nice, eh? Nice.
Johnny's just ordered the Tacom Apache. So hopefully get it at the start of next month. That'd be cool.
Is that sharing, boys and girls?
It is.
Hang on. Why aren't you sharing the banner?
Yeah,
What
that's
banner?
yeah, that's inexcusable, Simon.
What banner?
Yes,
You're kind of showing your slide and next slide.
Yeah, Paul made you a new banner for this section.
It's showing the wrong screen.
Sometimes I just waste
Yeah,
my
you
time.
should be showing the
Waste
slideshow
my-
rather than the presenter view.
Yeah, it should be. Try that one. How's that, Dan?
That's better.
That's much better. Paul, ask him again.
Spot on.
So why aren't
You just don't have the new banner from Paul. That's the only thing missing.
Yeah. It was supplied.
yeah, it was.
What
everybody-
banner for what, Paul?
Pardon?
Which banner?
Your section.
Yeah.
I don't put a post up for this section.
No, but you got it in the street, in the thing there is what he means. Where it says Paul
You've got a new picture, which you can. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul made you a new one.
Oh, did he? Next time, then.
Sorry,
Oh.
viewers.
Simon didn't get that
Looking
memo.
forward.
Holy moly. Right, anyway, a few kits that are new and caught my eye.
Here we go.
And this week we start off with a Dragon, a 130. Oh, and thank you for my contributors again this week, by the way. You know who you are. Dragon 135th Whitman's Tiger 13, a Panzer Regiment 1 from Operation Citadel, July 1943. I don't know why I've put smart kit. It's new parts. It's kit number
There's a smart kit,
6790. MT. Date and price to be confirmed. But looking at the box art, it looks like there's some nice detail in that cat, and it looks like a nice subject as well.
It is a smart
Very
kit
nice.
size. It says on the box there. Have you look?
Oh yeah, that's why I put smart kit on there, because I didn't understand what it was.
Smart kit was supposedly. I've heard different stories. One was supposed to be a simplified kit, which that blatantly isn't. And then the other one was that it had everything in it, but they had the premiums for that. So I don't know why they did this at all.
Okay.
I can't remember the reasoning, but yeah, they're called smart kits. It's like it's just I think they were like well-equipped kits at a better price. I think it was something like that.
Okay.
But they cost an arm and a leg, those.
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
That'd be 60 quid that easily.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Thank you for reminding me why I put that on there. I knew there's a reason, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, it looks an awesome kit. I would love to build a bit of a Tiger.
Yeah.
We need more Tiger ones.
Yeah, I like that. Might even drive me to build another tank. Next up, we have from Zvezda a 172nd Fokker F7B3M Southern Cross. And again, the box art and the look of this kit caught my eye. Lovely little aircraft. Apparently, it's a limited edition in a new box, and it's due out this year with price to be confirmed. So no more news than that at the moment, I'm afraid, folks.
I love this tree motor planes, pre-warp tree motor
nice,
planes. They're beautiful.
Yeah, that looks decent. Next up,
That was
from Kitbox.
The airplane that did the first trans-Pacific trip.
Trans-Pacific? Oh, Trans-Pacific. Oh, right.
Yep.
Jeez,
First
a
ever
long trip.
trans-Pacific flight to Australia from the US.
Yeah.
Not sure I'd want to do that in that, but hey. Need enough juice. Next up, from Kitbox, we have a 124th Porsche 992 GT3 RS. It's a full resin kit, no kit number at the moment and price to be confirmed, but due out fairly shortly by the looks of it. And judging by the box art, the artwork that's been displayed so far, it looks a pretty decent detailed kit. So look forward to seeing that.
Wow, what do they price normally, those Kitbox, Paul?
Paul?
About 100. They vary in price, all three of them. About $140, $150. I reckon that one will be more though.
Is that a resin kit? It looks like a resin kit.
Yeah, it's a full multimedia like Alpha models.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The glass will be the telling thing with that again.
Hey?
The glass will be the telling thing with that. The windows.
Same as Alpha.
Yeah. Nice kit though.
There's a review of 3 of them on the channel.
Oh.
Gold wings, Jamie. Gold wings.
Yeah. Now,
let me just get a tissue.
behave. I reported last time that Model Factory Hero had a super secret project going on and was about to launch. This is it. It's the 112 Mercedes 300 SLR Coupe. It's a brand new full detail kit from them. There's a kit number. If you go to MFH Direct, it's around £607 plus shipping. Lovely looking car though, and a huge amount of detail in it by the looks of it. Yes.
Oh, look at the lights. Oh,
got to be built doors up as well.
Look at them doors.
You're probably not wrong there, Si.
I'm going to say you're not going to close them.
Yeah, they probably would. Sure.
Yeah, for the reasons that Jamie is well aware of now.
If they were shut, you could probably still climb in.
Yeah, you probably could actually. But no, it does look like a nice kit, and looks like there's a lot of detail in it, looking at the pictures on their website. Next up, I noticed Kinta Studio are producing a lot of decals at the moment. This one caught my eye because it's for the Nighthawk F117A. It's the interior 3D decal in 1/72. And again, these things look great, and it's a shame they don't make them for cars as well. It really is. I think great opportunity for rally cars and stuff like that. Where quite a lot of cockpit
I would
detail.
buy them.
Although,
cool.
having said that, this did catch
Here we
my eye as
go.
well because they are moving away from aircraft a little bit. This is for the Zvezda kit. It's the Euro 4320 interior 3D decals in 1/72 as well.
Which company is this?
Kinter.
Inter.
Yes.
Just shut up, Andrew.
Um,
Definitely Quinter, that.
Anyway, yeah, so again, nice looking detail on that. Next up, this was especially for Cam tonight. I'm gutted he's not here.
Oh, Cam.
So found this, and I was going to get him to pronounce it. This is from the Good Smile Company. It's a Gravions Vi God E Gravion. Apparently it's new parts. There's the kit number, and Hobby Link Japan have got this on sale already at 42 quid, but it does look quite cool, I have to say.
Isn't
So Cam, get building, mate.
Isn't that German, Roland? Zwei?
Zwei is German for two, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting kit, though.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a kit from Pit Road. This is 1 to 700. It's the JMSDF Defense Ship DD-113 Sazanami. It's new parts according to the website. I assume it's because they've added some PE into it. This is already on sale for a pretty decent price, actually, from Plaza Japan at 21 quid. It does look a nice subject.
1/700, looking at the P, not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Too small for me.
21 quid. I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it, really, that?
Yeah, no, it is.
It's piqued my interest, though. A nice looking little boat. Next up, from Revell, we have 124th Star Wars Mandalorian N1 Starfighter.
Cool.
It's a new kit. There's a kit number, and it's available for pre-order on Jadlam at 52 quid.
I bet this
Well,
is
124, that's not bad, huh?
Okay.
That's not bad.
Decent size, though, yeah. No,
Well, now, do you have the next one, Si?
What next one?
They also are releasing the TIE Fighter in the larger scale as well.
Yeah, I didn't, because I haven't, Andy, but I did spot that as well.
Yeah, the TIE Fighter is going to be released, both of those. So those will both be really cool kits.
Yeah, it will be. The bigger TIE Fighter did look nice.
Yep.
And next up, we have from Mad Modelbau a 135th Wolf, some MP, Swedish military police, aftermarket set design for the Revel kit. There's a kit number, price and date to be determined, but looks like a nice little upgrade set for what's a good looking motor, I think.
Yeah, that's a nice,
get me one of those to do something a bit different.
Yeah.
Very cool. I don't know what they sort of go for normally. I don't know if anyone's come across a Mad Model Brow.
Is that's the phonics version of Swedish there on top.
Yeah.
It's actually German.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just the way it's spelled. I'm sorry.
I copied it from the website.
Oh, Swedish.
Makes it easier for me. Next up, this caught my eye. It's an Italieri 140th Northrop F5E Tiger 2. It looks like it's a re-release of an existing kit. There wasn't much detail on it at the moment, but Jadlam seemed to already have it on all pre-order at 27 quid, which I thought was a pretty decent price. So
it's a beautiful thing.
It does look nice as well, doesn't it, Roland? I agree.
Very cool, Jets.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure if the box art does it justice, but it certainly caught my eye. Next up, from Kinetic this time, a 148th Mirage 2000N. The box art caught my eye on this one. It looks like it's got new decals, and I've got a feeling, if I've done this one before, apologies, but it's now on pre-order on Jadlam at 65 quid. But again, looks a great subject to build that one.
That's different.
Yeah, it's a nice keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also from Kinetic this week, we have a 135th US law enforcement carrier. Again, it looks like it's got new parts with it, and that's available on pre-order from Super Hobby at 52 quid as well. Very nice.
That's very cool.
That looks cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's neat.
Quite happily do that one as well to go with the Swedish police vehicle.
Yeah, I like that.
It is cool, isn't Next up from
Ooh.
Revell, we have a 1/72 ATF Dingo 1. Cute little thing, this.
Yeah.
It's a new kit by the looks of it. It's available already for pre-order on Jadlam at 21 quid, which I guess for the size is about right, but still quite a reasonable price for that.
Cool.
Very nice. Though. Next up, one for Joe here, a Revel 1/24 Busing 8000 S13 and trailer.
Yeah.
It's looks like it's new parts. It's their platinum edition. There's no price and date yet. I will keep you posted as if and when
I
I spot that.
hope that's out by May when I'm in Germany. I've built one of the Busings before, and they are beautiful kits, and it's a beautiful subject.
That's neat looking. I like that.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I like
That
it.
is really
That's an
cool.
old kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. It's an old kit.
Never heard of that truck, but I like the looks of it. That's for sure.
Yeah,
It's cool. Isn't it?
It's a German truck company. They
Just
don't.
see the size
I
of the
don't think
box.
they exist anymore.
Just the
Yeah.
size of the
Gonna
box
be-
that comes in is huge.
That's going to
Yeah.
be big. Next up, also new from Revell, is a 1/24 Chevrolet Corvette C8 Coupe. It's a new release of a stunning car due in October this year. But again, Jadlam already have it on pre-order at 31 quid. Whether it will hold at that will remain to be seen, but it looks a stunning car.
Ooh.
And hopefully it'll have some detail in it and an engine with it as well. Also from Revel, a 66 Shelby GT 350R. New decals on this one. It's due in April, and there's a kit number for you. Again, as always, Jadlam have it on pre-order at 31 quid.
Oh, that's a good price. I wonder how many parts it has, but geez, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I've got the blue box of that kit. I can't remember. It's
Is it? All right.
Yeah, I've got the older one, but that's a cool scheme.
Yeah.
Like that.
It is a
I've
very
got
cool
the
scheme.
non-race version, but still very nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too, Joe. I'm with you on that.
Something slightly different here from Tamiya, a 135th German infantry set. This is a new tool, apparently. Looks quite detailed, though. It's due May 2023. This one's up for pre-order with e-models at 15 quid, which I thought was a pretty decent price.
Oh, it is, huh? I'm not into figures, but 5 figures for $15, that sounds pretty decent.
Not bad,
doesn't
is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Tamiya has really upped their game with their figures. Those are really nice.
Yeah.
Late,
Look good
late
on a nice
World War II.
diorama, that. Fujimi have a new boxing of the Honda LA DC5 Spoon Integra Type R. This one is available from HobbyLink Japan on the ridiculously cheap price of 16 quid, or as it was when I did this against the yen, obviously plus P&P to the UK. But again, cool looking car. I really like this one.
Yeah, very cool.
Integra Type R, awesome little car.
Yeah. And this was another one for Cat. I'm really gutted he didn't say it. But this caught my eye this week. It's Hasegawa 1/20th, which is going to be pretty big, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Ghost Knight MK Mark 44G, I'm guessing. It's got new parts in it, according to their website, and it's due in March this year. Again, this is on pre-order, this time from Plaza Japan at 23 quid.
Yeah.
So these
Want
are
to know more?
These are the Machine and Krieger. I'm going to call them series. Okay, it's the battle suits that have been out for a very, very long time, and they're being reissued, along with some new kits being tooled as well. Really popular, very cool subjects. They're a little expensive. That price right there for that is a fantastic price. So there's a guy who goes by the name of Lincoln Wright, who studied under I'm gonna probably mispronounce his last name, Yokoyama, who was the founder of these types of models. Yeah, right there, Yokoyama on the bottom there. And Lincoln has taken, these models, and his painting series on them is fantastic. So great kits if you're into that kind of a thing.
It looks interesting, that's for sure.
I've seen a few of these in particular at Telford, and when they're, I mean, I wouldn't attempt this, but when they're painted up and weathered and done well, they do look very cool, I have to say.
They're a lot of fun. I've got a couple.
I'm going to say I've built a couple of them, and they are, yes, and like Andy says, for the Mac kits, very, very pricey, very pricey.
Yeah.
So
that's quite a big chunk of plastic there, because it's 1/20th.
Yeah, 1/20th. They're, I don't know, it's not huge.
It's not huge. It's probably 3-inch, maybe tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Three
Maybe
and a
bigger
half.
than that.
They're not massive.
I think it'd be a little bit bigger than 3-inch.
Yeah.
Come on, who reads Japanese? It must say on the box somewhere.
Yeah, they're bigger than 3 inches. I would say they're about 5 inches, 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 5. Yeah, maybe 5.
Depending on the type. They really are cool, just really cool kits.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
A couple of springs and a bit of PE and a bit of wire and whatnot, and then a bit of plastic.
Yeah, it's fun to build and paint them because, I mean, you can do so much with them.
You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
So, highly recommended.
Yeah. Never say never. Maybe one day. And last but not least, if I remember rightly, this is a new release from Profil 24. It's a 1/24th Lola T280 Acuri Bonnier Switzerland. That one's out now, and it's about 147 quid translated from euros. And that's probably going to get ordered this week, I hope.
That's nice.
Nice looking car. Bit of fun.
It says 13.9 centimeters tall, so 14 centimeters. That is what, 5 inches, round about, a bit over 5 inches. Yeah,
fair enough.
5 inches.
5-6 inches. Yeah.
Thank you, Roland.
Can I add one
Thank you, Si.
to the list?
All this week.
Yes, Andy, go.
ICM just announced yesterday that they've got a brand new tool, 1/48 scale, B26. I think it's B Marauder.
Nice.
Which is highly anticipated by a lot of people. The only other offering in 1/48 scale is a very, very, very old and difficult build by Monogram. So it's kind of like the whole trail for me, at least. But big news from ICM on that one.
All right.
B26.
B26 Marauder. The Widowmaker.
Is that the kit I had that was terrible and I returned it? I did a review of it.
I don't think so. Like I said, the only other...
That was an A26. That was an A26.
And there's confusion because what happened was all right, so there's the A26, and that's the Invader. And what the U.S. Air Force did was they dropped... So you had the A26 and the B26. Mm-hmm. What the U.S. Air Force did was they dropped the Marauder. They no longer made the Marauder, and they changed the aircraft designation on the Invader from A26 to B26, which is kind of unusual when it comes to how they do it for aircraft.
That's a bit strange, isn't it?
So there's some confusion about, when somebody says B26, is it the Invader or the Marauder? So, but yeah.
Although either way.
And ICM also makes the Invader as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, big news on that one.
Good stuff.
And awesome.
We got any chat to catch up on?
Thanks,
There's
Si.
a question in the chat for Andy there as well.
From Digsby.
I'll check it in just a second.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Is Dan lagging out
that's
everybody else as well?
little
And you're disappearing.
fuck.
Sorry,
Did he swear then?
Yep.
Jeez, Dan.
Tube says SLR Coupe is pretty damn clean. I said bloody hell.
No, Dan. I think you said fucker, but it cut you out and left fuck.
That's funny.
Oh, poor Dan.
What the hell is going on?
Dean Slater's saying as well about the Alpha models just announcing the 120th W10, Mercedes W10, they're releasing as well.
Yeah, I saw that today. That will be a next one.
Cool.
Philip says he wants the MFH to do the DB5, but only if they have the ejector seat.
I can't make out if he's just staring at the screen keeping store whether there's actually
Launch
like
off.
Like that.
He's frozen.
It's not my turn for that.
We haven't had that, have we? Ever since.
Hmm.
Let's read the chat quick.
Or Mr. Cave.
Typical banker. Yep. 40 years. Took it all.
Well,
They took it all.
SLR Coupe is pretty darn close to everyone. Woo! Bit of chit chat from Philip and Dave. Aston's. Sounds like Sean Connery, or Cannery apparently, saying Swedish. Does anyone have any info on the new Revel TIE fighter from Jenny Taylor?
No, but I might
Have a
have to
look
get
on Jadlam, Jenny. I've got a feeling, if I remember rightly, it was for pre-order on there as well.
Yeah.
I'm saying not be out till end of year anyway, I'm betting.
No, but I think the kit's up. Where did I say the other one was on pre-order? Let me just check.
I don't think there is a larger scale kit of the TIE fighter right now. And I think there was, but there isn't any available at the moment. So again, that's another one of those kits that, you know, will be jumped on just
I would
because.
say Revell did the Darth Vader one. What that, you know, not the straight winged one,
Yeah.
yeah. They did that one because I've got that down yonder.
That's way, you know, donkey's years out of production, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
saying you'll
fairly
be getting
sure
one
it
of
was
those,
on Jadlam.
You'll be getting one of those new ones, Dan, will you? The
Of
Mandalorian
course.
one?
Of course. And the Mandalorian one, of course.
Good man.
What would be really cool is if somebody came up with a way to model the hangers for the TIE fighters
Yes.
and display them so that they're hanging like they do in the bays.
That'd be good.
An idea for somebody who's really good with 3D printing.
3D printers.
Anybody in chat know anyone?
Play the cricket.
There's no room here for sarcasm, Jamie. Go on.
It's unlikely that the F1 cars will have engines in them. They'll just have
If
Well,
it means full
unfortunately.
detail, it means multimedia, full detail.
Gotcha.
There we go. Right then, what have we got? Let's see. We've got Paul's question. Questions accrue with Dan. Dan's
Maybe.
and that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Let's do questions for the crew, if we can get through it.
We can try.
Hopefully, there's no more.
Brilliant pace.
Yeah, hopefully, there's no more fuckers.
There might be a few, but you know, there might be genuine fuckers this time. So, questions for the crew. So there was a question earlier in the chat, which my chat's now disappeared, but it was about panel lines on the Sierra.
It's about the Sierra and should I clear coated it beforehand? Because if you've not seen the video, I had a weird reaction on the paint. What paint did I use on that? Fire scale.
Fire
Fire
scale.
Fire scale paint, which Jamie's getting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the question was from Ronald D. Broom, was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
You had an issue with the panel lines on this year. Is it an option to do a light clear coat before you paint the panel
Yeah,
lines?
you could do like a utility clear coat of aquagloss or LP9
Yeah.
beforehand. The thing is, my point was, I never normally do. In the 100 and odd cars, I probably haven't done that. In the 50 plus cars, I put panel lines on, which I haven't always done to all the cars. That's the only one that's ever taken paint off, and it literally just wiped the paint off in some areas. It was really weird. I've never ever had that reaction before. I know Dan's got the paint, haven't you, Dan? Mr. Croak.
Yep.
I'd be interested to see if Dan gets the same problem. I don't know.
Now,
But
now
should be
interesting.
right.
I normally use ammo panel wash, so it'll be interesting to see
It's
if that.
enamel as well, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're in doubt, chuck a clear coat down. I just like to leave out unnecessary steps because it's always something else that can go wrong. So, like I say, the dozens and dozens of cars have used panel line washing before, and sure, these guys do it as well. I've never had any paint come off at all, really. Alan was in when I was doing it. The cotton bud was actually blue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it literally just wiped it off the front diffuser. It was sprayed no different than normal at all.
The only conclusion I can come to there is then fast scale paints are enamel based. That's
Yeah.
the only
That's the only one I
conclusion
could come to. And if you remember, and I was showing it, I think Jamie seen, or I know it was Joe was in it.
Yeah.
When I was touching the top, I could lift
Yeah,
the
no, you're
bar
lifting
off
it
the
up.
bench.
Yeah.
Like 6-7 hours, even the next day, it was
Oh,
tapping.
it's the next day. Yeah.
Yeah, I could lift it. So I don't know if they are enamel, but we won't know. But it's the first kit we've had that on. So if you're ever in doubt, chuck a clear coat on. Yeah. LP9, X22, Aquagloss, stuff like that. A utility gloss, it's called.
But you say that though, Paul, if it isn't an enamel based paint, you don't really want to be putting a clear coat over it until it's dry properly.
No.
That's the thing.
That's the other risk. That's what I mean. You're adding an unnecessary step to it then.
Yeah.
It could go worse than removing a little bit of paint. Because I only had to touch it up. It didn't take long. Whereas if you clear coat to the whole thing and the whole thing cracked, it's that unnecessary step. So there's another way around it. Don't use fire scale paints. Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Jamie's going to get him. I'd test spray something with them first.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Also, did you what thinner did you use with them, Paul, or was it straight from bottle?
Straight from bottle, pretty thin.
Pretty thin.
See, I've used enamel paint Archive X first gen, and I thinned mine with Mr. Leveling Thinner, and they dried like that.
Yeah,
it would.
no, these are pre thinned.
So you can't really thin them anymore. Really.
Dan's got the paints, and Jamie will have them as well. But I think they might want to do a little bit of testing before they commit to.
Yeah.
I see today the Hero Boys released the paint as well.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
So we'll give Dan a nudge. He's falling asleep. Adam, I mean Dan. Actually, did he just woke up? He just woke up.
Leave him alone. He needs his sleep.
Is it me, or did he actually wake up then when I said his name?
Oh, it did come back to life.
Dan?
And now he's just swearing to himself.
You?
It's
Is that arse biscuits then I had? We're back in a minute. We're back in a minute. No problem, Ronald. Dan's having technical problems.
Yeah. Anyway, I have it open here if you want me
Go
to.
on then, Roland.
All right.
You know he's going to reappear any second and talk over you, don't you?
Oh, yeah, of course he will be.
Probably didn't piss.
Yeah. All right. Daryl E. Masters has a question. He says, so I watch a few different modeling channels depending on the subject matter and genre. I was wondering, does the crew watch any other modeling channels for your own inspiration or ideas? Oh, yeah, of course I do. I watch Paul's channel. I watch many other channels, quite a few.
Yeah, try and support these guys when I can.
Yeah.
As I said before, usually when I leave here in the day, my last thing I want to look at is more modelling. So I tend to watch a lot in the house, but I try and keep up with Dan's, Roland's if I can, as and when I can, which is it's hard for me to do, if I'm honest. I tend to watch stuff completely unrelated to modelling when I'm watching YouTube.
Same here.
Same here.
I like A4 Garage and the detail he puts into the kits and breaks them down and the stuff he builds. One of my favourites.
Yeah. I must say, I watched some of the military guys who do especially for the washers and the weathering they put on. That is still a dark art for me, so I watched some of those.
Skeleton and Plasmo.
Yeah,
The detail those guys go to is just unbelievable.
Rinaldi, those guys. All right. Next one is also from Daryl. He said, over time, I've been following the channels. I've heard some of the crew mention, man, I bought a second-hand kit and the A-frame was snapped. Is that totally repairable, really? And once painted, etc., you wouldn't know it was snapped? No, I've not experienced it. Just curious.
I've never had any success. I've had 2 kits now, and they've never gone together perfect for me. Never.
I think most of us that did the LFA as well had a snapped A-frame and managed to get it fixed and repaired. So
Yeah, you can see one of my brakes, but not the other one.
The biggest thing I find with broken A pillars and B pillars and whatever is it depends entirely on what the glass is like. If it's a one-piece glass that goes into the car, then you've got issues. If it's single-piece glasses, you can tend to strengthen the inside of the pillars a little bit to give them a bit more substance.
Yeah.
So when you polish the car, it doesn't break again. But yeah, it's normally a bind, isn't it? Once it's broken, it never repairs the same. The same strength as what it was before.
Especially if you have a thin A pillar, it can get difficult.
It also depends where it breaks on the A pillar.
Well, yeah,
halfway down or at the top, I find it's near impossible to get right.
Yes.
That automobile I got from Amazon, and it came with a bloody brown bag all crushed.
Yeah.
That actually snapped right at the bottom where it joined the scuttle panel.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't snap the pillar. It actually pulled a bit of the thing off. I can actually get it back in to its shape where it came from. I glued it and it's perfect. Can't see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it just depends. If it's in the middle, trying to just get that to line up alone is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It never look right.
Mine on the LFA broke right where it joins the roof. And I don't know if it were where I was sanding it and I've rubbed it too thin or, you know what I mean? And one broke, I fixed that one. The other one broke, I fixed that one.
No!
Yeah. I think size had issues as well.
That's the same spot that almost broke on me when I was polishing mine. Right by the roof.
Yeah.
On the driver's side.
Passenger side for me.
Yeah, passenger side for me also. That were really that you can see. I'll just take some strategic pictures from over there. Or I'll rub some Vaseline on lens.
There we go.
Next one, Roland.
All right, next one is from Scale Model Chris. Evening all, just a quick question. Metal decals, for example, car badges, do you apply them before gloss finish or afterwards? Me, before.
Me, after.
After, yeah.
I do mine after, yeah.
After.
It's horses for courses is what it is.
It depends. It depends because there's 2 types of them.
Yes.
One's water slide. If the water slide, they go underneath. If they're the stick-on ones that go on from the reverse side, for me, they go on after. The ones that stick on from the outside, that you have to put on a bit of plastic, they need a smooth surface to grip, or they don't grip. So I found that on the DB.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends which one's there.
Yeah. Okay. Right, and Philip Hartford has also a question. He says, good evening, oh magnificently bearded modeling gods, Dan. That's for you, Dan. I don't know if you can hear us at the moment, but there we go. I'm in a whimsical
I have no
mood
idea whether I'm
today.
here or not. So
I'm in a whimsical mood. I know how that feels. I'm in a whimsical mood today, so here's my philosophical question. Why do birds fall down from the sky every time I walk by? Discuss. That's a bit too deep for me.
Lyrics.
I can't do that.
Song lyrics. Oh.
It's your magnetic personality, Philip.
Yeah,
That's what it's
Excellent to you.
Probably the smell.
Probably.
That's 2 MFH kits he's going to be donating to the charity then.
No, he's kind of skimmed over that. He hasn't answered yet.
No.
Yeah, I'll be the question for the next week, Paul.
Mm.
All right, and that's all I have.
Well done,
Fantastic.
Well done, Dan.
Very good.
Well done, Dan.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
Got a strange
Thanks for
accent
all
this
that.
week, though.
Yeah, odd accent.
Thanks,
yeah.
Roland.
It's the Irish. You never know.
That's like taking part in an online. In it, Dan, that's like taking part in an online 2-hour build. Your camera not working the whole way through till you're finished.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, your camera comes back on and your build's finished.
Yeah. What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Very strange.
It's away.
Yeah.
I'm just delighted it's not me going.
It's good happen.
Yep. Been there, done that, and it stresses the bejesus out.
Right, you did it more than twice, Dan. More than twice. David in chat, Mr. Mini Dream, saying he for Mekon thin A pillars, micro thin A pillars. He glues in a bit of copper wire for extra support.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
As long as your glass fits in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If it's a one-piece piece of glass, it'll probably get in the way of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right then. While we're doing questions, we might do polls, might we?
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
Look at that banner.
Look at what it's just a beauty.
How come Paul's banner's better than everybody else's?
Think about it. Okay. This week's question was: can't abide fiddly photo etch, frustrated with making seatbelts, getting yourself in a ship rigging tangle, or simply bored with seemingly endless paint masking. Whether it's one of these or something else, which modelling procedure do you hate having to do the most and why? Okay, Craig Stadius was up first with a reply. Removing moles/seam lines in fiddly hard to reach places gets to me, especially if you snap or misshape the part you're working on.
Yeah, good point.
That is a good point.
Young Joe is in, says, I think the one thing that I don't like doing is putting in glass work. Always worried that about glue on the glass, which can ruin the whole build.
Definitely.
That's my biggest one, I think.
Dan Croaks in. Okay. Generally, the things at the end of the build, for example, headlights, tail lights on cars, I always find I'm in a rush to finish the kit, so I don't give them the attention they deserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, done that.
I must sit back and say, right, don't rush it now. Take your time. Nobody's waiting for this kit. Just do it slowly, because I'm in the same boat.
Yeah. Cam's here in words, if not in actual physicality. I have to say that pouring silicon is something I have nightmares about. Okay, yeah, it's been the
Bless him.
hangout to understand what he was talking about there. Filling gaps that can be in hard to reach places. It can seem like you've filled it, sanded it flush, and you've transformed into a modelling god. Oops, sorry. Then you hit it with primer to find you're actually blind and have no modelling ability whatsoever.
Yeah,
been there.
Been there, definitely.
Yeah,
Like a Groundhog Day for me.
Totally agree with that one.
I must say, this is something from Paul Bretland, which I don't know how he does. He puts everything, cleans everything up, puts his primer on, and then just goes on. I clean everything up, put my primer on, clean everything up, put my primer on, clean everything up again.
This is what me and Joe were discussing the other day. I've got lower standards than Joe, so I just think, well, carry on. I learned long ago to sand past the seam, way past it. It's gone.
Yeah.
James Williams is in. Usually the interiors, making of the seats, door cards can be a pain.
I think that's masking.
Okay, because of how recessed most of the parts are. Trying to get tape in places it doesn't want to stick, and avoiding liquid mass at all costs.
Yep.
Interesting,
me
because I
too.
quite like liquid mask when you can't get into some of those awkward places.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the mask, obviously, because some dry in the bottle while it's on your shelf and you've not even opened it, and others
Yep.
make you have an head rush like Wano because it smells like ammonia.
Okay.
Winsor & Newton do one, a really good one. It's part of their, I think it's acrylic. It's designed for painters anyway, but they do a really good one. It stinks a little bit. But just told you knows why you're using it, but it's really good. And just I use an eraser on end of a pencil to get mine off.
Yeah.
So do I.
All right. Okay,
So do I.
that's cool.
Shane writes, P and resin parts far too small with my fat fingers.
Yeah,
But
you
in
and me
saying
both.
that, every kit I have currently working on and in stash all have rather a lot of the stuff. But I wouldn't have it any other way. It adds to it. So it all adds to the kit.
Yeah.
There's got a love-hate relationship with PA then.
Yeah. I
It's
think
always,
we're
always, always feel better when you push through and get it done. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It is.
Okay, Roland. The thing I am most worried about is glass, like Joe. Closely followed by the last clear coat. You've put in a long time getting to that stage and can ruin it all. Always an exciting time, and the shelf of doom consists of mostly above cases.
Yeah. Yeah. It's getting better with time. So like everything gets better with time. But yeah, that's
Practice makes
still-
perfect.
Yeah.
Philip Hartford. My answer, aside from actually building a kit, yes, I find it scary, but still make them, is clear coating and final assembly. I know all will turn out okay, well, most do, but does not stop me from fretting. Alcohol helps with putting the body shell on the chassis.
Oh, does it soften the body shell, or how what does it?
Softens your fingers.
Lubricates.
I think it softens the modeler.
Oh, boy.
And finally today, Alan Parker. For me, Paul, it's just about all aspects of modelling at the minute. But again, probably the most is glasswork and PE seatbelts.
I hate the bloody things.
Yes, well, if you'd have been in the hangout this afternoon, you'd have been witnessing my pet hate, which is seatbelts. That's what I was doing on the MFH F1 car I'm building at the moment.
One thing I'll say, and it's probably the same for other people, are the aspects of things I don't enjoy changes. Like at the moment, at the moment, I'm just not enjoying modelling. Very, I'm just not enjoying modelling at the moment. But I'm still pushing on because it's something I have a passion for, so I'll work through that. But I think, different kits have different aspects that you don't like doing. Like some cars I don't like painting.
Yeah.
Some cars I love painting. And it's
I love painting.
Kit, but it's always P seat belts. I just hate the things.
Are you still working on one kit at a time, Al?
Yeah.
You should do two kits. I was, you know what? I was like that a couple months ago. I was one kit at a time, and I found it was really screwing up my mojo. So if you have two kits on the go, you can flip back and forth. Like if you don't want to feel like painting one day, you don't paint. The next day, you can flip back and forth.
He won't do it though.
No, he won't.
I know he's stubborn. I know
Anyway,
he's stubborn.
for me, my work, I hate cleaning up parts. It's all I ever seem to do. Because I've got multiple kits on the go. I hit that stage so often. I hate it.
But the MFH kits are obviously not helping.
That's a bit different. Yeah, it's a whole different cleanup. But I did them this morning, and it killed me. Both physically and mentally, and there's about 20 parts in there. I lost one for half an hour and then realised we found it that day. We were looking. It's a joke. Reminded me that we found it, but yeah, sanding parts drives me nuts. Just something I'm always doing.
You get through lots of kits, Paul, so you tend to do a lot more.
It's repetitive. Yeah.
So it gets
Everything
I find
else,
it therapeutic.
I enjoy painting, masking, decaling. I enjoy everything else.
And on that basis, I'm going to say that PJ must absolutely love cleaning up parts. The amount of kits he gets through.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't mind the cleanup. Doesn't bother me at
either.
all. There's two aspects which I've already hinted at that I don't like. Seatbelts, yeah, that's my number one pet hate. But when you're going through a fairly detailed paint job, it's masking. Oh my God. It just drives me nuts.
I enjoy.
Don't buy
the
that Honda
challenge.
Civic then.
No, I won't be.
I think masking and decaling go hand in hand. You know, it's,
Yes. Yeah.
it's much the same. It's lining things up and getting things in the right places and stuff. And I enjoy both of those. So
I've got to
But the key-
admit, since I've been going live every morning, all these boring jobs, other than sanding parts, the reason sanding parts was made in, it screws you with the shoulder really bad because I'm usually punched in doing it and my shoulder's crippling me today because of it. That's part of the reason. But doing monotonous jobs like masking, decaling, seatbelts, it's a lot more enjoyable when I've got chats to talk to.
Yeah.
Guys to talk to.
You've got
Makes the time
distraction.
go quicker rather than just being here with a handful of us and you're more conscious of what you're doing. Whereas having the live stream, I'm distracted a bit more in a good way because I'm monitoring that, I'm looking at this and talking to these. It makes boring jobs like that go a lot quicker. It really
no, I get that.
Standing parts still drives me nuts. I hate it. It's boring. I'd rather sit and file model. I said this today actually. I get more fun looking around all the Model Factory Hero bits than sanding bits of plastic.
I think it's like, for me, it's the PE and the glass. That's the worst bits for me.
It's glass is one of the ones that'll make or break it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because I mean, you've gone through the whole kit, haven't you? And then it's that one part that'll just like
You've got to polish all your body and everything before you can get to there. It's one of the last stages, isn't it? And it's the most
Of course, it is the last
fundamental, visible one that you can screw up.
Yeah.
That can ruin them, but you've got to get used to doing it, and the more you do, the better you'll get.
Yeah, that's true. For me, I just seem to be pinging parts off everywhere at the moment. That's the bit that frustrates me.
That can drive you up the
I
wall.
really do.
It's amusing for everybody else, Simon.
Oh,
Not you, but for everybody else, it's
not
amusing.
bloody amusing to me.
We've seen.
Good thing
We've
is,
seen
I
a lot
do
of.
manage to find probably 95% of the parts that ping off somewhere, which is quite good. So
yeah.
I always have this right
the
next
hell?
to me.
yeah, exactly. Well, I use the Roland Hewitt patented technique now of getting on the floor, sticking my head on the carpet, and shining a light along it, and it actually works quite well. That
I wonder where that was going then.
Brilliant.
Alan, if he gets on the floor at yours next time with a torch, don't go near.
Lay a flashlight directly on the floor, let it shine across there. And
Face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to look
okay.
for parts.
Well done.
Yep. Thank you for everybody's contribution. Thank you.
well done, Paul.
One in the chat there from Dan P saying anybody with stickers for their pages or channels and so forth, can you please send a bunch or a couple at least to either Paul or Simon, and he'll get a set sent to Joe once he gets them. I take it you're sending a load to Dan P, are you, Si?
I can do. People want to give me stuff. Bring along tomorrow, and I'm happy to do it.
I'll give you a sticker, Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
What's that? Paul B was P wipers. But at least I did the metal girl on the Aston, Philip.
P wipers are a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't mind the P wipers. You know what? I don't mind building the P wipers. I hate putting the bloody things on.
I hate
On the Alpha models, there's no location point for them. You just got to hover it on the glass and glue it.
Jeez.
It really is crap. And the amount of times I've mucked things up doing that.
I've only attempted PE wipers twice, and both times they failed, and I hurt my fingers screwing them up in front of mint bin.
You don't know pain until you've done the proper individual link chains on the bikes.
Ooh, no.
Twice I tried with one kit and ruined them both. About 60 quid's worth of PE chain just crumpled up in a mess because it was horrendous.
Ain't gonna happen.
No.
Horrendous. Never again.
Don't worry, Dan P. We'll get it all sorted. We'll collect a load and get them off to you. We'll sort that out afterwards. Then the postage.
Yeah, no problem. Dan, I've got one there. You can have, mate.
And if you're
Sure, you'll
bidding
get
in the
that one.
auction, then I can put them in there if people give them to me tomorrow.
There you go, Dan. Win something on the auction.
Yeah.
There
you go. Thanks, Dan.
Right then. It's just your section left, isn't it, Mr. Scattergood?
It certainly is.
Go on then, mate. Dan's going to look at all the work you've been sharing in progress this week. It is sharing.
It is.
With
Let
the
me
new
share.
banner.
I like the construction tape. That's nice.
Yeah.
That is quite cool, to be fair. See, that's the new signs look, Si.
Yeah, I used it on my what people have been buying. I didn't realise Paul had sent one for the What's New, because it doesn't get posted on the website, does it?
Wednesday. No idea.
I
Anywho,
don't put a post up for What's New. I just do the slides.
I know
yes.
that. Yeah,
But I
that.
think you can put them on the slides. There's a way where
Yeah, I
people
will
can
do.
I've sent you one anyway, so
Yeah, I know. I saw. Thank you, Paul.
you're welcome.
We are
You
going to
just
start.
send him one, Paul, and get sorted.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We're going to start on the forum as always. And the first one out the gate is Mr. Ranger Neil. He says, first of this week's two projects is Italiera's Airspeed Horsa.
Oh, wow.
First of a two-plane diorama. Second will be a short Stirling tug, in memory of his dad, who was a qualified Horsa pilot, amongst other things in World War II. Photo shows the main components ready to assemble once the lead weight arrived to add 20 gram to the nose section. It's been a pleasant build thus far.
Interesting build that.
Yes.
yeah.
It's a good sized plane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that one of those? It's not. I don't know much about planes. Is that one of those like glider ones? Is it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen something about Battle of Arnhem? That's one of the main planes they use there.
Brave boys that flew them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
also.
back in the
Yeah.
day.
And all the people in the back of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the Jeep and whatever they put in
Go
there.
up in this really, really, really slow plane.
The Horsa pilots they had to do all their flight training, but once they actually completed the mission that they had trained for, they then became just your general soldiers.
Yeah.
Their flying part was done. So
Yeah.
they put all that training in for that one mission, and then they're a GI or a Tommy.
Oh. Anywho, Mr. Ranger Neil again. His second project this week is a 1980s Matchbox release of the Handley Page Hayford. It bought secondhand from eBay. Seller forgot to mention that it had been started. Most parts covered in a thick primer. One part was missing, and the decal sheet was a wreck. Luckily, there is an option that doesn't need the missing part, and he found a seller offering a replacement decal sheet. Worst thing so far is the wing surfaces are badly warped, either through age, improper storage, or both. Photo shows the tailplane clamped up, trying to get it to set straight.
Well, you just need to put more clamps on it, otherwise it won't work.
I'm going to say I can still see space just there for a clamp.
You not got any mole grips?
I'm going to see get some channel locks on it.
And step far away in case one of those things lets loose.
I've had one of those orange things on them ping off and just miss my eyes, let's say.
Yeah, I find them clips bloody dangerous, to be honest.
Yeah, they are quite horrendous. I moved away from them and went to close pegs with a rubber tip. And that is it for forum. So we're going to swiftly slide over to Faceache. And it's changed for some reason. Why is it doing this? I've no idea. But first, the one out of the gate is Mr. Gary Constable.
What a dude.
Wait a minute.
This is his work in progress. It's a Ninja Prince 10th scale bust of Kratos, God of War. Very nicely printed resin figure from UMP. It's primed in Mr. Hobby Surfacer 1000, then hand painted with various Vallejo and Citadel acrylics.
He's got that through that pretty quick, then, isn't he?
He has finished that in the meantime.
Yes.
Very cool, Gary.
He's done a pretty quick job.
Very nice, mate.
Awesome.
Yeah, did a really good job of that. There's Mr. David Robinson next. He says, hey all, hope you had a great week. This week everything is on hold as this week he has had to get all the Russia Russian armor on this Challenger 2 with crew that are heading down to Bovington Armor School to help teach future soldiers on how to identify threats.
All right.
This is Rifield's 35th scale standard Challenger 2 with Mini Arts British AFB crew and Gecko's L22A2, the carbine version of the SA80A2, as well as a Sig Sauer for the commander. This display will be done as a Batus wagon. No, I have no idea what that abbreviation means. Going through final checks before heading out on the prairie. This is all going as a gift to a close friend who is an instructor down there.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
That is
Very
cool, lads.
Cool.
Looking good, that.
Challengers do look good though, don't they?
Yeah.
That's a biggie, isn't it? It's not a small
Oh,
Which
thing.
kit was that again?
It's a Rifield's.
I think that's the one I built. Sure, it's the one I built.
Good kid?
Very
Okay.
video build. Video build on the channel.
Yes.
Nice, tiny one.
Yes.
This is Jimmy MTS next, and this is a 32nd scale slot car. He's made the decals himself and had them printed in Spain. It's a work in progress still.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
That's
Very
very cool. Very,
Impressive.
very cool.
I like the cotton budding for context.
Yeah.
Tiny,
Nice.
innit?
Complex scheme.
Now, this is a very busy eclectic bunch, let's call them. Yeah.
Jeez.
This Mr. David Robinson next. He and he says, and the rest I've been working on is preparing this horde of armor to head to Bovington Armor School. Is this lot all 35th starting from the back right to left is a Meng Typhoon VDV, Attack'em T14, Tiger Models T90 MS, Tiger Models BMP T72 Terminator 2, a Meng BMP T Terminator, and his front row left to right is a Trumpeter T72 B3M. I'm using hobbies T72M/M1 full interior, a Meng T72 B3, a Trumpeter T80 UM1, and I'm using hobbies T90A full interior. It needs to clean them up, do a black/brown wash to lift the details on it. Wow, that is
Busy
yeah.
guy. Busy
Quite a
guy.
collection, that.
So he likes tanks then.
I'm guessing he loves tanks. Although
Yeah.
I've got to say, I do quite like that one. Looking at everything how it fits in. I watched a small video of a tank being reloaded with shells. I think it was from the 80s or something, and it looked very interesting. If the loader got his arm in the way, it would be lopped off.
Yeah. No, he's in trouble.
But some
Right.
wicked stuff there.
That is fantastic.
Nice collection there.
Yeah, very nice. Not in my wheelhouse per se. I have built a couple of bits of armor, but yeah, they do look good. And next is Mr. Anthony Horman. This is a 1/600th scale Revell, the original series Enterprise, and it's slow progress.
There you go. You see it
That's
lights
a
in
big
and
beast
stuff.
looking at that magnifier.
Yeah.
That's going to
Oh,
be
she's a biggie.
huge.
Oh yeah, and that's just
And
the
lighting as
saucer.
well. Very cool.
Oh, it's me next.
All right.
Oh my lord.
Shiny, shiny.
This is me. We'll move on. It's a obviously it's an LFA from Tamiya in 24 scale for Mr. Pashley's memorial build. It's painted in nail varnish, and it's a mile away from being finished, to be fair.
Very nice, Dan.
It looks really cool.
Great
I've got a
colour,
couple of
isn't
little
it?
bits of crap in the paint still that I don't want to touch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been splattered back that many times that if I touch it again, I'll just ruin it now.
Yeah.
So it's
It's really good.
I'm gonna live with it.
I got to that point as well, Dan. Didn't want to crack anything else.
Oh yes. Next is Mr. Richie Waldron. He says he's been slowly working through the decking of his Kinetic 48 scale FA 18D. Is gloss coat applied to seal the decals before weathering?
Oh,
All right.
Yep.
I like.
That
That
looks
is a
a
cool
very,
camo.
very interesting
That is-
camo.
oh,
Steve.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
This is Sparky Mark Bride. He says, hi, Dan and gang. Next up on the bench is the Ebro McLaren MP4-30 from 2015 in 20th scale. This is one he started a long time ago and then stopped modeling. He's picked it back up now and have over some time been filling, sanding and repeating on the central seam and some panel lines that aren't on the actual car, and added a couple that should be there, replacing antennas with metal tube. Thanks for looking.
Nice one,
Very
buddy.
nice.
Yeah,
Very
I know.
At least you've scooped it back up and you're working through it and you're not just
Yeah.
kicking it at curb.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
Aye.
This is Mr. Craig Stadius next. He says, hi, Dan and the live crew. A few more parts painted on the Tamiya 24 scale LFA for Gary's memorial build. Paints used are Mr. Surface of Black 1500, LP38 flat aluminium, Mr. Colour GX2 gloss black, and SM202 Super Gold 2. Thanks for looking, peeps.
Very
Very
cool.
nice. Very nice.
Looking good.
Mhm.
Mr. Anthony Rico is next.
Oh.
He says, hey crew, hope you're well. My work this week has been on the 24th scale Tamiya Nissan R89C for the Le Mans Group build. Just got the engine in place and he's starting to detail and wire it up now. Lots of fun.
Cool. Looking good.
Good.
Very
very
cool
nice.
looking.
Looking
Good.
very
Like
sharp.
that.
Nice.
Very
Ah.
nice.
Lots of different, yeah, lots of different tones there. That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one made me chuckle as well. This is scale model Chris next. He started this week on the Tamiya 24th scale Honda S2000. His build his daughter picked out. She's picked all the paint colors for it. Decided she didn't want the help with the paint work, but help laid the decals. At the
Brilliant.
moment, it's a nice, easy paint job, but that may change.
Cool.
Oh,
Brilliant.
my daughter loves Stitch as well.
Yeah, I love
Very
it.
nice.
Nice one.
That's awesome.
This is Mr. Digsby James next. He says it's been a while, but he's back. Here we have a 7-inch Warhammer Space Marine Reaver that comes as an artist proof. Something assembled, button painted, or something. No, I don't get that. It's like them McFarlane things that we all bought back in a while back. The son asked him to paint for him. It's mostly hand painted. The details washed and with rubbing alcohol and left for 2 days to dry. It's primed with Mr. Surface of light grey, airbrushed with AFK Extreme Metal, aluminium, and left to etch him for 4 days. Hand painted in layers with Citadel Ultramarine Blue and slowly built up. His helmet is based with Tamiya NATO Black as a shadow coat, Italieri White as a base for the eyes, then Vallejo Model Air Ferrari Red, then layers of Italieri Gloss Clear Coat, combination of Vallejo Model Air Gold and Italieri Brass for the emblems, etc. Below chrome for the skull, Citadel Metallic Grey for the side details, leather based with grey, black primers, then AFK light leather highlights as next layer, then a combination of Ammo German Panzer Grime and Tamiya panel line brown. This is still very much a work in progress. Plan is to end up with a weathered Space Marine combat veteran. As always, thanks for taking a look and have a great weekend.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very nice.
Really cool.
I like
isn't
that a lot.
Yeah.
it?
They are quite a rare figure to get now. I
Yeah,
did
you
try.
can't get them anymore, can you?
No, I did try to get some a couple more, but no, that would just not happening.
Why so rare? Just because it was a limited production run, or
They just had them on Amazon and they disappeared.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Gee.
Next up is Mr. Chris Stover. He's working on this Bandai 48 scale 80 ST. It's ready for priming and painting, and he's not going for the normal Star Wars look.
Ooh.
All right.
What does that mean?
Well,
It means-
gonna
it
look
means
forward to see what it will be.
It's not going to be Star Wars.
Okay.
It will be a
I have a
surprise.
sneaking suspicion it may be armor based.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, makes sense.
Next is Mr. Shane Wright.
Ooh.
He's finishing off the Tamir 12 scale Honda
Jeez.
R213V with both top studio and hobby design super detail sets. There's rather a lot of PE and resin parts. I think 2 years is long enough to get this done. He can't rush these things. He's just got the last few decals and hook all the plumbing up. Also working on a Rifle Models 35th scale M80D, but don't want to hog up the feed. But that bike is looking great.
Looking good.
Yeah, very cool. So
Nice.
do you sit on the carbon fiber seat? There's no padding whatsoever.
Yep, that's exactly what you sit on.
Ouch.
Wow. I know.
It's a race. It's a race bike, so
You're never in
every,
the seats, are you really?
I was just
No.
going to say your butt's probably not touching it.
Yeah, true.
every gram counts when it comes to racing. Really, I suppose. Ooh, Mr. Tracy Folgerson next.
All right.
He says this week he's been working on a Revell 69 Camaro RS/SS. He's primed and painted. And next is 2K. After curing is complete, the colour is Alclad Candy Bottle Green.
And he's
Yeah,
showing off his
pretty.
brand new custom-made spray booth there. Very
I
nice.
know.
Yeah.
The colour of that.
That's
Well,
what it's all about, actually.
That colour is wicked.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I will say, we're not jealous of that spray booth at all, Tracy.
Not
Jog-
one bit.
Not jealous at all.
Oh, no, jog on.
Yeah.
Very cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Move on. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to give him the airtime with that, are we?
No, of course not.
Mr. Gary Knight is next. He says, good evening, gents. He's been
Oh,
working on this
nice.
1955 Chevy Cameo truck this week. It's an older issue kit, probably early 90s. His paints used are Tamir LP Racing White and Vallejo Red. Hopefully should have it finished up next week. Thanks for looking.
Good stuff, huh?
Like the color combination. Very
Yeah.
pretty.
Lovely
Yeah.
colour combination, that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Classic.
Looks sharp, very sharp.
Good, Gary.
What always amazed me is they've got finger, for when you're driving along and you're just casually holding onto the steering wheel.
Cruising. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruising. Yeah.
That's because I bet it never went over 55.
Yeah, we went over 30.
Well, probably not, no, to be fair.
Yeah, the 50s trucks were not known for fast going.
No,
That's nice, though, isn't it? Lovely.
well, I do
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
beautiful.
I do like that a lot. And I also like
Interior's
this one as
spot
well.
on.
Oh, I like that a
Oh,
lot.
that's looking good, isn't it?
This
Yeah.
is Mr. Peter Millgate next. He says work progresses on the resin at 12 scale Ford Escort.
Oh, is it 12
Oh,
scale?
Tidying up and 2K laid down is happy enough, but as always, could have been better. Oh, I've got a sneeze brewing.
Bless you.
0 paints and 2K used.
What,
Very
what,
nice.
what, what
Very
manufacturers?
cool.
Who's
Right,
manufacturer?
Mazo. Is that one I contacted a while back?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Did an
Yeah.
Iron
Look at
7
that.
and something
I
else.
really want to have a look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said he sent
Beautiful.
me one. He said he's going to send me one.
Beautiful.
That right there is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
Very
that's pretty much like a Mark 1 Escort was, because there's very little under the bonnet of them anyway.
Yeah.
No.
no,
I like the clear tubing that he's got going on,
Yeah.
to the top wipers. That is awesome. I like that a
Very
lot.
cool.
Sure.
Very cool.
It's got a lot of potential, that kit.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get one.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course you
Well,
are, Simon.
You can't get them yet because he's having supply issues on the resin.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he
What?
said once he gets it, he'll send me one.
I won't have to do it.
It's going to have a few sales on
yellow.
that.
And this one is wickedly awesome as well. This is Mr. Dave McRae. He says, evening all. He's almost finished with the 24 scale Airshima Toyota Hilux. He accidentally thinned down some already thinned clear coat and sprayed it on and never realized until it started eating through his paintwork,
Uh-oh.
as it was probably 90% thinners.
Ouch!
Oh.
Uh,
So you're
he's
stripping it.
repaint,
What's going on?
and now he's just got the trims, clear parts, and a polish, and it will be done. Never want to look at another piece of masking tape again. Have a good fun.
You got a product there, Dave. Paint that strips itself.
Yeah.
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 That is
That's
cool though.
fun,
It's a
yeah.
No,
lovely
that's-
art.
I do like that particular paint job. He's going for a 90s. What were they called? Them trucks back in the day.
We call them mini trucks.
That's
Yeah.
the one, mini truck.
But
There's a
the-
fella called Mike Finnegan on YouTube. He's had all the best painters in some part of America paint his mini truck for him, and it looks like an accident's happened in a paint factory, but it looks awesome. You know, when everything's all together.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should check Mike Finnegan out and his on PooTube.
So the secret
that's
is when
cool.
if you put thinners in any of your paints, get a Sharpie pen and just mark the top of it with a T or something, so you know you've thinned it.
I put an asterisk on mine of the thinned.
Yeah, but that works just as long as you know what you mark the paint when you put thinner in it.
I taste mine
Big
first.
T.
Big huff of the bottle.
No, you don't, Dan.
This is Mr. Joe Cameltoe next. He says, hey, all started another kit this week. It's a 69 Impala SS in 25th by AMT. Some assembly done and body is cleaned up and in first coat of primer. Thanks for looking.
Good
What
job.
color are you going to do it, Joe?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm thinking a green, some type of a green.
Dysentery brown.
Dis-
Actually, would that be brown or would that be yellow?
Mr. Andrew Dubois is next. He says, evening, Dan and live crew. Here's a bit more progress on the LFA. The body has been painted in Zero's RF medium sea grey. The interior has been painted in Zero's RF medium sea grey and gunship grey. The chassis and engine have been painted using various Mr. Hobby super metallics, Nissan Chicane yellow and BMW Urban green. Thanks for looking.
Very cool. You can go down
Yeah,
there.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Cheers.
That was Rancher Dan who just joined in and gave a very rather confused look at the camera, like what the hell's going on?
Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Must have forgot.
Darry Masters is next. I like this one as well. This is his Revell 1/9 scale Mandalorian. He says, look out for Luke's section. If on tonight, it's not. It started with Mr. Mahogany Mr. Mahogany Surfacer as a base, then toned things down with LP Sand and Buff. The armor was primed in Mr. Color GX2, then SM208 Super Duralinium, Vallejo Silver and Orange Brown for the brushwork. Soon to be start of the Dio. Thanks for looking.
I had a look and I said, why is he using World War I German helmets? But
It's looking good, Daryl, but I think Joe would make a better job. And he'll know exactly what I mean by that comment.
Next up is Mr. Richard Farmer. He says, hi, everyone. This week he's made a start on Tamiya's 20th scale Honda RA272 F1 car. He's painted it in homemade TS7 Racing White, which was made using X2 Gloss White and a tiny drop of X8 Gloss Yellow.
All right.
Look very close. The decals went down without a problem and cleared in Mr. Color UV Cut 112. Thanks for taking a look and have a great weekend.
That's
Yeah,
looking
good
good,
job.
mate.
Colour
A
tip.
really
I
nice
have-
kit, don't they?
Yeah, lovely.
I have a
colour.
I have a 112 here, so the color tip comes very handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you good tip.
Very cool.
Mr. Keith Holford next. He says he's been working on the running gear and engine of the Tamiya 24 scale Lexus LFA for the Gary Pashley Memorial Group build. So this is used Tamiya grey primer and various LP and Mr. Hobby Metallic 2 paints. Thanks for looking and have a good show.
Very
Nice.
Really good.
Looking
Yeah,
good, Keith.
I like that.
Okay, yeah.
He's done more than me on running gear.
You ought to see the body.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is Cy White next. He says, evening all. Some work done on the Skyline GTR R34 Nismo. Interior is all done, just the body to do now. It's been primed in 0 light grey, ready for a few more coats, then add the midnight purple. Thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Nice.
And that's his
Oh,
interior.
like
Interior
that.
looks great.
Oh,
Looking cool.
I love a good interior, and that looks great.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Nice job.
Looks
Yeah.
complicated.
Many of hour of masking that, I'm guessing.
It's just
Yeah. Ever so slightly.
This
Yeah,
is Mr.
totally
Robert
good.
Judson next. He says, hey guys, he's still working on the Tamiya 24 scale Toyota Supra. Last weekend, he got the interior finished, mostly painted in charcoal, which is his custom mix of X18 and XF63 German grey. Of course, more neon orange that everyone likes, as well as some
Oh, I
carbon
like
fiber
it.
detail. Lots more to point out, but keeping this short.
So he's made a real good job of that. It's clean, that is.
Yeah,
Looks like he's
Yeah.
flocked that as well.
What the
it does.
carpet?
Yeah, that carpet
Yeah.
definitely looks
Yeah.
flocked, doesn't it?
Got a flock interiors, definitely.
I liked what really got me was the carbon
Yeah.
fiber center console.
That's what I say. It's just
Yeah.
a really tidy job.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
nice.
new Super, isn't it? The brand new one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
such a good kit.
it
Really
is. Beautiful kit.
underrated kit. I know not everyone loves the car, but for a kit to build, that thing's epic to build.
Yeah.
Goes together very well.
I mean, I might have to bring sunglasses on for when he's finished it, and it's.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
not
that
allowed
orange.
to put a picture on.
I mean, it has.
I thought we did have Luke's section. Sorry, I couldn't not do one at least for the night.
Oh,
Could
dear.
not do one.
And the final one of the
Professional.
evening is Mr. Dan Crow, and this is his 24th scale Belkit Metro 6R4. Engine, chassis, and running gear done, and it's blued and painted.
I desperately want one of
And deckled
Oh, wow.
as well. My God.
And deckled.
You
them.
gonna
What they
paint
like
it?
to go together, Dan?
Yeah. Engine was a bit of a tight fit, but
Did
once you
the,
know how to
Jesus.
do it, you could do it again, kind of
did the
thing.
plug leads come with it?
Yes.
Good.
Does I really want one of them.
What about the carbon from underneath? The composite
Yes.
stuff? Yeah.
Yep.
Did you buy? Oh no, there's no extra detail set with belt kits, is there? They just come with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
'cause
like
you
that
get
car
the
work though, Dan.
E discs and yeah.
That's good, mate.
Very cool.
Mm.
That's very cool.
And
But
that
there is a lot in the inside, but it's very enjoyable.
Yeah,
I had that kit and sold it a while back. I should have kept it.
yeah. I want one.
Neat.
and now he
It's
wants
really
one.
neat.
Yeah, probably won't be able to find it. It's in Boston powder, painted in flat black, says Robert for the carpet. Looks good,
Ah,
mate.
no, it
Oh,
looks
proper,
very
proper
nice.
modelers do in Boston powder as carpet.
Yes, yes.
Of course.
Ah.
And that, peeps, is
Very nice.
it from me.
Lovely.
Well done, Dan.
Well done, Daniel, with 2 A's.
Yeah, well done. Brandon's in the chat saying, even guys, thumbs up. Sorry, this part of the show.
Hey,
Was
buddy.
not today, spending the day with my daughter. No worries, mate. Family comes
Nice
first.
one, mate.
Of course.
The guy that demonstrated the horse for the top brass, bringing it into land, nosedived into the ground and died.
Oh,
That'll ruin your day.
That's
Smart
not good.
boy.
I think of a joke. I think of one.
Yo.
Don't do it.
Ex-bomber command pilot told me as he was watching, also the two people sat at the back were given a wrench and cable cutters so as to release the tail as it came into land.
Jeez.
wow.
Is that to exit rapidly or to?
No, that's to get the toe off, is it? The cable? I don't know. To release the tail. Oh, to get the tail to fall off.
Yeah.
Ah,
Get the Jeep out the back if they've got something like that.
Ah, yes.
Makes sense, yeah.
7-inch figure from Warhammer, Digsby saying. Craig Stady says, "Good evening, guys and girls. I missed much everything, Craig. We're about to go off air now."
Shall we
Let
start
us hope.
again for Craig? Go back to
Yeah.
the beginning.
And let's
Go back through it all again. Go back through
let's
it all.
rewind.
Rewind. So yeah, that's just done. We're through the show. So we've got a meet up tomorrow of myself, Alan, Paul, the two Dans, Jamie, Cy, everyone bar Roland
Yeah, sorry,
Joe.
couldn't make it.
and in Joe, basically.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, along with Wardy Boy, Sean
Peter.
White, Peter Millgate,
Cam.
Cam, yeah. So we've got a
Give me a
meet up
screen.
tomorrow for a meal. So I'm not live in the morning, unfortunately, tomorrow. The hangout will be open. Joe, I'm guessing Joe should probably be in here at some point.
Or you could do a live show of the M6.
Never works, you know this
Yeah.
live streaming. It does not like Zoom when we're live streaming when we're out and about. It doesn't. It's we were talking. I think it was me and Paul talking about this today.
Yeah.
Every
And if
time
we don't
I
go
get-
live on Sunday, we'll probably need bailing out, mate, do we?
What?
Somebody's got to
yeah,
pay
we're not
bail.
in- yeah, it
Yeah,
depends.
yeah.
What happens. Jamie's a bit leery when he's had a coke.
Yeah.
I just don't get him. I've been
Line off.
Yeah, on a drink. So yeah, we're there tomorrow. But we'll be back on Sunday. I'll be back 8:30 ish on Sunday.
I'll see you around 10.
Yeah, on Monday. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back then. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for joining us all. Thanks for these guys for all the hard work they put in as well. And we will see you on Sunday.
Don't
Sunday.
forget the auction.
Yeah, the auction.
Yeah.
Pete, Philip, let us know which one you're donating, mate.
And if you could please share the auction about as well, if you can, please. I'd appreciate it on your page and stuff. And they're just giving, it all helps. You know, it's two very good causes.
100%. Definitely. There we go. Yes, Sean. See you tomorrow, bud. I've got your kits ready, mate. We'll see you tomorrow. Did you get the address? I sent it to you earlier, Sean. I think I sent you. I don't know if you've read it, mate, but I sent it anyway. There we go. So we'll catch you all later. See you on Sunday, everyone.